Niggas love clout though. That's just what it is. Like, I don't know, man. Leaving niggas speechless sometimes, man.
So, this shit getting scary. I can say that though. It's getting scary for them niggas out there in the O. And I don't get fucking BJ. Bitch, you ain't even get caught yet. You need to get the fuck on. What the fuck are you still doing on in the O block? Like, how fucking dumb can you be, man? Nigga, they just snatched your whole gang up. Yo.
If they ain't got nothing to do with nothing, they know they good. You feel me?
But you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it too. That's the
conspiracy
fucking fans, man.
Yeah, conspiracy.
Exactly.
You can have a text message to a motherfucker talking about you just wanted to get a dime sack of weed, nigga. Hold on, you been buying dimes in 20s and 50s? Yeah, all this time, nigga. Lock your ass up with the ass.
Said all the time, though. Like, damn, nigga.
That's what blew me about BJ, because I thought BJ would have been smarter, and then I thought he would have got the fuck on quick.
Yeah, the feds be on one. But look, bro, I don't know if y'all ain't tuned though, like 100K tracking shit. I've been covering since earlier, right? And I see the people. I'm thinking like they tweaking this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. You did? But like, I'm like, damn. So look though, I watched this little interview. I never watched it before, but then I watched it. I'm like, hold on. So on this 10-second mark, he say this. Then I look at my boy Omega Drip. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive. He got some shit. He got a minute going in. Niggas say this. He like, yeah, he with that. Woo, like he really doing that. And these niggas talking about murders. But here's the thing though, right? You got your whole artist, YNW Melly, who had already been taken down when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the shenanigans and all that shit. Niggas trying to charge him just like TK, you know what I'm saying, on the run and shit. You feel me? Trying to do his the same way. So you got this type of knowledge. I thought a manager is supposed to help, you know what I'm saying, facilitate money, of course, right? But when it comes down to it, though, if your artist is in jail, that ain't no money. So I know you're going to tell him, like, look, they trying to use that same shit you talking about. Well, YNW Melly, hey, bro, slow down on that. If anything, you know what I'm saying, talk about Donald Duck or something. Or, you know what I'm saying?
You think about it, though. When Melly got towed off, he was running his fucking mouth, and then they would start calling his ass Officer Francois.
Hey, hold on. Let me say this, though. Hold on, gang. I just said Donald Duck. I'm not talking about Duck. Let me say that. I mean, like you know what I'm saying, like a video game shit, like Resident Evil shit. Talk about GTA or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Talk about some shit that's not real. You feel me? But at the end of the day, man, this shit is crazy. Go ahead, fam.
No, I was just saying, remember they was calling them Officer Francois from the beginning of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then turn around, you get on this fucking podcast, my nigga, and what's the name so fucking dumb? Muwop started because Vaughn didn't even sign the 100 track. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn say, I ain't selling my soul for shit. You know what I mean? He meant that shit. I respect that shit. But the nigga Muwop, nigga, you sold your fucking soul. And the nigga just put you on Front Street like, yeah, you really own that. You really still hanging on and all that dumb shit. Nigga, own a fucking podcast. How dumb can you be?
You remember what he said, though, right? He said that 4 a.m. song, he said something about, and Muwop slid at 4 a.m. I'm listening like, right? What is this nigga talking about? Like, and then you giving up phones, though. That's the only thing that hit me with it. Like, why you giving up phones, though, bro? Like, don't give up no phone.
That shit terrible, yo. But that just confirmed what everybody's saying. That nigga's the fucking fault. Period.
So you think somebody talking? You think he talking? I mean,
man, this track is Officer. He's Detective McNulty. He's McNulty, man. That nigga is Detective McNulty, man. There ain't no way around it. How the hell you get on a podcast, my nigga, and be that open about shit like that when it ain't? Come on, man.
Stop it, man. What's going on here? Like, maybe I'm tweaking. We got 195 people over here on YouTube. You hear me? And I ain't seen the comment yet. There's debunking this shit that I'm saying. But here's the thing. I'm not pointing no fingers at that man, right? I'm not saying none of that. I just say it's quite strange that you're supposed to be the manager who has the invested interest in this particular artist. And therefore, you already seen repercussions and things that happened in the past with your other artists. So when it come down to it, I would think that you would guide your newer artists towards the light. Like, this is the good way to go. Pray to the east. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Snitches can get paid up to $100,000 a year. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, bro, it ain't my fault. Don't blame me. Niggas always want to blame the blogger, because I'm damn sure ain't no journalist, because I tell people all the time, I ain't went to motherfucking no school for no journalistic shit. And I know when I took a little paralegal class back in the day, you know what I'm saying, for like 6 months and shit, and I remember that we had the ethics class. See, like, it's certain things that they got on their end when they go to school that get them certain way. They can't talk the way I talk. You feel me? They can't do the things that I do. So I'm not finna act like that I even know what they even doing or been engaged in that. You feel me? So I don't know what their ethics standpoint is when it comes to some of this shit. But I'm gonna tell you mine though. You feel me? It's definitely the Cloud Chaser TV, man. It's definitely the Cloud Chaser TV. Gang.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This Chicago, nigga.
Yeah, man. Like, that's how it go. Like, that's how it go. For real. Ghost, what's that?
Why niggas get mad at
What's
public
happening?
information on?
What up, my nigga Chuck? What's good, boy?
What's good, bro?
Just cooling. What the hell going on, man? You done start peeping some feds out on Clubhouse or something, bro?
Hell yeah, the feds on Clubhouse. They been on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is like, that ain't even the problem. Today, I really wanted to talk about 100K track. Like, how, like, if I'm a manager and, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I used to manage Cali Spitums. You know what I'm saying? Nigga that's in the building. You feel me? And I'm managing him, and I know, like, the outcome of certain situations because of experience. And even though we might not be family of blood, but it's still an invested interest. So what that means is that, shit, I still need to take consideration on what's going on behalf of him, because it's counting my pockets. You hear me?
Right.
So you look at shit like this nigga 100K track, he brings his artist on fucking interview and then asks him certain questions when it comes down to his lyrics. And then he co-signs that these lyrics is like, yeah, he really like that. He different from just these regular gangster rappers. Now, people will say like, well, what 100K track got to do with it? Well, didn't you hear the FBI agent said that they using all the social media against that man? So I'm willing to think that I'm willing to think this and pretty much go with a guarantee on that. You know what I'm saying? But we'll still go with allegedly.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
But at the end of the day, I'll go with this, right? The feds definitely want to know if you on camera trying to say that you're a murderer when they trying to convict you of being one. Okay? We can say that.
That's 100% facts, bro. And I was just gonna cut in when you were saying that, like, ain't no fucking allegedly. They said in the indictment, bro. Social media. That's really all they got is social media. So if I'm a manager, even if I did the interview, I'm gonna pull the interview down. I'm not gonna release the interview or something, bro, because that nigga, first off, 100K track is a manager, so he knows what he's doing, bro. He done been through the same type of situation with Melly. You know what I'm saying? So you know what you're supposed to be doing and what you're not supposed to be doing with the situation at hand, my nigga. So like, I don't know. That shit weird to me, my nigga.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I actually said on the video. I said maybe this shit is weird, and maybe this shit is strange. You know what I'm saying? Either or, like, it's something to it, because it's like, that's kind of weird to me, where why these changing events keep happening. You know what I'm saying? I get that you know what I'm saying, Zoe, you know what I'm saying, y'all, you know what I'm saying, Haitian brothers, y'all like to use that, you know what I'm saying, that shit that I don't even want to talk about. But at the end of the day, like, shit, make it make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. Shit, we on Clubhouse right now. I'm pretty sure you probably watching this right now, nigga. Like, damn, is this gonna go viral tomorrow? For real, for real? Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. The only reason being is because it's like, bro, even if you ain't involved with the feds, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I would hope you not. Like, why would you know what I'm saying? Like these guys, they militant, they trained. I'm pretty sure well they can see these type of things. I will hope, but maybe it's
you got to answer for that though. He got to answer for it, no matter what he say. Whatever boils down to what boils down to it, you're gonna have to answer for what you said. Like I'm not even his homie, and I'm like, damn, bro, why you say that?
Hey, had all my comments, chat. Hey, any mod gang in the building, man. Salute to the mods that's in the building. Hey, had all my comments, man. We got 350 people in the building. Let's get it, man. Hit the likes, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. But what's so crazy about it is like off what you said, Chuck. Even if he's not involved with the feds, which I hope 100% that he's not, my nigga, the fact still remains. And this ain't no allegedly, this ain't no thinking it, this is fact. It's a black cloud over that nigga, over him when he deal with artists, bro. That's just a fact, bro. Like, come on, man. Melly, shit happened to him. Shit happened to Vaughn. Now the shit happened to his other artists. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, I would want to stay away from that nigga, me personally. If I was doing what I was doing as an artist, that's a manager I definitely would stay away from. Not because I feel like he a bad nigga or nothing like that, but because I feel like it's some bad juju or some bad karma surrounding him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's all I just said. You feel me? Like people, they act like they will probably take this video as like, yeah, you hating on that man. That's another black man trying to make it. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I come under one thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Inshallah, we gonna make it happen. And here's the thing, right? When you say things like that, you got to be conscious of what you do. So if you know better, you can't, even though you could be a vicious man or a gangster, but if somebody, like, say for example, a kid come up to you and say, damn, should I be a gangster or stay in school? And you say that, yeah, you should just be a gangster. No. Your conscious mind, even if you a gangster, gonna tell you to tell that kid, hell no. Stay away from the streets, young man. Stay away, my boy.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Right.
But maybe I'm wrong, man. Y'all get in the comments and y'all let me know, man. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, we got 400 people in the building now. Y'all still ain't shared this shit. Y'all still ain't liked it. Like, at the end of the day, I do my shit kind of like a radio show. Because, like, look, man, no face, no case. I'm not these silly-ass rappers that I talk about. Are you dumb? Or are you stupid, nigga? Which one are you?
This Chicago, nigga.
Hey, dude, so do you feel like he should straighten all the foo-foo-ness up? You know what I'm saying? You think he should get out there, like a politician and speak his piece?
Who's that? 100K? Trap?
Yeah,
he did it before, so he'll definitely have to address these rumors. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Shit gonna go stupid dumb because I'm not even gonna make this a whole long ass live. I want them to get the chip, and you know what I mean. And shit, they gonna go over there and ask you. You feel me? So we got 420 people in the building, man. Share this shit on Facebook and Twitter right now. I'm trying to see 1,000 by like we had 13 minutes and 28 seconds.
Yo,
shit, I need 1,000 by goddamn it.
Hey, yo, Chuck.
17 minutes in. You hear me? What's happening, homie?
Yo, Chuck. So what you saying, man? You saying the feds out here, man?
Yeah, the feds out here, boy. They trying to break niggas up. Talk that gangster rap. Talk that gangster shit. Get your ass a box. Fuck you talking about?
But Chuck, what? I'm not gonna lie, Chuck. I think old boy with the tattoos on his face is really motherfucking Jay Reed, though, Chuck.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna talk about buddy ass. I don't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, this what I'm on, right? Like look, when I put out something on my content, when it's about a motherfucker, okay, if it's a theory, it's a theory. But here's the thing, though. Go to my description right now. Go to my description on all videos, all opinions. You know what I'm saying? That stated on this channel does not represent Big Chuck or Death for the Cloud Chaser. In fact, this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. You dig? So here's the thing, right? So here's the thing, though, right? 100K track, He the one got to go and speak on this shit. He can go on his little buddy channel. You know what I'm saying? You know, similar to what the homie just said before that. You know what I'm saying? The homie Bullets got just said before that, right? He just said some shit, right? That same dude, yeah, he can go on his channel and clear that shit up. Shit. He said Jay Reed working with Jay Reed. Shit, it makes sense. I guess. I don't know, man. Allegedly.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This Chicago, nigga.
We got 475 people in the building, man. Hit the likes, man. I'm telling you. I'm probably on one. I'm trying to get up out of here, man. I'm trying to get up out of here because at the end of the day, I'll probably tell y'all too much. And then y'all gonna be looking at me like, oh, then I'm gonna have to be debunked by like 100 bloggers and shit. I ain't into that, bro. Like, honestly, take my shit for entertainment purposes. That's good. Tell motherfuckers all day that shit ain't real. That shit cap. Cool. I'm good with that, bro. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm not a journalist. I'm just a blogger, bro. And just so happen, I'm just like you. I like to keep up with the shit. So I'll be like, damn, so what's going on? Just so happen I just thought of some shit like, well, I might as well get paid for it. If I'm asking, I'm shit, we could be smoking or something. We smoking a blunt. Yeah, bro, shit, you heard about that shit with Jay-Z? Yeah, that nigga with Kanye? Yeah, nigga, shit. Yeah, woo, whole conversation. Why not get paid for it? That's something you like to talk about, right? That's what I do. You hear me?
This Chicago, nigga.
So we got 500 people in the building. And nobody hit the like button, I don't think. You feel me? You say DOCC a real, bro. Shout out Asir. Yeah, shout out Asir Duke of Tears. All's well. Salute that Mo brother. Bullets Gotti, what's happening, homie?
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, talk about these J Reeds that's on his clubhouse, though. It's be J Reeds on the clubhouse, correct?
Yeah, it's a lot of J Reeds out here. I ain't gonna even lie, man. Even when you escape the J Reeds on YouTube, you get the same J Reed ass niggas on Clubhouse, man.
So it's safe to say it's social media, period. Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Facts, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of motherfucking niggas that's the feds, allegedly. You know, that's why I fuck with Chuck. Chuck the realest motherfucker from the shop, man. All these other niggas be imitating.
No doubt. Yeah, we're gonna take some questions. We got some people in the goo right now. Hold on. We get D Ahmad. Boy, Ghost. Nigga Bullets. Yeah, bro. Y'all bring some people up. What up, Chuck? What up, Big Chuck?
Hello.
Gotti, damn, son.
What's up, everybody?
Salute. Hit the like button. Queen of attraction. What's happening? Yusuf, I see you, my boy, both ways. You hear me? Bye.
Salute, Chuck.
Salute, family. One love.
But Chuck, you know they be hating on you, bro.
Yeah, you got 530 people in the building. They hit on me so much, but the people love me. That's why they don't want to hit the like button, because they like, oh no, if we should put this out there too much, because they scared for me. They be like, oh no, maybe he ain't really like that, because something gonna happen to that nigga. He too real, but he from where I'm from. Niggas had to been shooting at him. Yeah, maybe. But here's the thing though. Man, you move right, you move with God, you gonna be good. You hear me? Keep that in mind at all times.
All praise be to Allah.
All praise be to Allah, inshallah.
I'm gonna go on YouTube and hit that like button for you.
Yes, sir. They ain't on that, man. These brothers don't want, you know what I'm saying? They don't want that. But he say what? Salute, gang. Trenches News, Jules, what's happening, homie? Yeah. You would think like all these views, you be like, damn, somebody got to be smashing them cash apps. Hell no, people don't be hitting my cash apps like that. But here's the thing, though. We going to keep bringing you that shit as long as you sharing that shit, The ads will pay for that for you, family. You know what I mean? Watch the ad shit. You know what I'm saying? The ad will pay for that for the game. You know what I mean? We ain't tripping on that, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as we talking like the way we talking, boy, they can't not pay us for this type of video. You feel me? Shit, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all put it in the comments if when y'all watching this video, if y'all see 100K track artist ad come up on this video. I just want to know. It's Death for the Cloud Chaser TV. Gang. My boy TB in the building. Look at my boy TB. TB. Where you at, boy?
Yes, Lord.
Hey, the feds on all these social medias and shit, bro.
Shit, I already know. Shit,
Hey,
I'm
bro,
trying to stay out the way, man.
Let me tell the people about this story, right? So, like, I put up this content and shit. I said that, like, it was a protective order on these folks. But I said, look, man, they trying to hide the snitch. You know what I'm saying? But people took it as, I guess, if I was calling one of them a snitch or whoever the snitch was, like, I don't get it. You feel me? But the thing is, though, these what came out of my mouth. Like, because I know what they're doing. They're trying to hide discovery so that the general public don't know who the fuck the snitch is to weigh the fucking jury. It makes sense, right? Because all of them pleaded not guilty, but that's something else, though. We ain't into that. That's some lost shit, some shit that we not into. We into blogging, you know what I'm saying? Watching this shit just like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't really give my opinions on a lot of shit because I know what type of time these folks be on. You feel me? So y'all got to hit that like button, man. Show us some love, man. Share this shit on Facebook and Twitter. But back to it, though. It's like when you got these type of things going on, you gonna keep doing them. You gonna keep like, how can I say it? Like this dude 100K track, he just keeps being the center of attention on all his endeavors. And like, bro, when you got money and you got a lot of endeavors, it's gonna be a lot of times you're not the center of attention, okay? Just keep that in mind, youngster. It's giving you some game right now, nigga. But at the end of the day,
yeah, that shit crazy. It seems like he's trying to do everything. This nigga got a podcast. He a rapper. He a manager. Like, damn.
Yeah, I didn't know all that.
Leave some time for your artist, my nigga.
He got some songs out. Let me go listen to some shit. Drop me a link, nigga.
That's his song. That's his song with Muwop, DQ, and BossTop. He got a song he just dropped what he's singing with some nigga he signed.
I don't want to be signed to no nigga who rapping and trying to be a manager at the same time. I'm cool.
Not only that, though, like he got money, but you know what I'm saying? He the one who started. Listen, man. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Y'all mute up, gang. Mute up. Let's get it. Right? It's Death for the Cloud Chaser TV. It's Death for the Cloud Chaser TV. Gang. So, like, here's the thing, right, that made me even think of this dude kind of weird, right? We 23 minutes in. We got 630 people in the building. And the first thing that thought of my mind was months ago. Well, a couple of months ago, maybe, when, see, the whole beef with NBA Youngboy and Kodak Black. Youngboy was locked up. I mean, not Youngboy, but Kodak Black was locked up at the time, right? He locked up. And you got Quando Rondo and shit from the NBA camp, 4KT. They dissing and burning them niggas clothing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what type of item it was, but they burning their clothing with the Sniper Gang logo and all that shit on there, right? Now, people will probably think, where the fuck did 100K Track get his money from? See, 100K Track, he's behind Kodak Black Sniper Gang clothing. He the one who allegedly came up with all that. And he's getting some proceeds from it for sure. So, mind you, he also is the manager of King Von at the time. Interesting, right? Now, then you see 100K Track, he go online before this shit ain't even done with, bro. Like certain shit, I'm speaking on shit that's already out here, nigga. This nigga already spoke. He didn't have to say what he said because I wouldn't be saying it. But listen, he said this on the damn thing talking about the whole little temp thing. Like, well, King Von was a little bit twisted. He was out of the ordinary. He wasn't the same, man. All this goofy ass shit, nigga.
Bad.
This Chicago, nigga.
So at the end of the day, you listening to this, you like, damn, what's really going on? So 100K track. Now speed up things. Now you got, like I just gave you a background, King Von manager, Sniper Gang, because of the Sniper Gang clothing with Kodak Black. Boom. Kodak Black gets out of jail. 3-4 months, 5 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 7 months. I don't know, allegedly. But you seen the shit. The motherfucker Kodak Black say that he good. He want to do a tour with NBA Youngboy. And he calling Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo said on the video I put up that he said like, well, I was just on the phone with Yak. That's Big Bra. That's Big Bra. Right? Damn. So as Big Bra, now they back in tune with Kodak Black. This nigga's back in tune. Like at the end of the day, bro, I'm not blaming none of these youngsters. I'm blaming the motherfucker who holding the goddamn, what do you call that shit with the string on it? What y'all call that shit? Anybody in the chat right now, what y'all call that shit with the string on it?
The puppet shit.
Puppet master.
Puppet master. I'm blaming the goddamn puppet master. Who the hell? This motherfucker got some strings on these motherfuckers. They got them, they dangling and shit. What the fuck is going on, gang? It's Death for the Cloud Chaser TV. Gang. We got 800 people in the building, man. Get the likes up, man. Share this on Facebook and Twitter right now. I'm telling you, gang. I'm on one. I still ain't even dropped the Clubhouse link. We got the Clubhouse. It's kind of popping. Motherfucker, we got like, what? Let me see. We got 20 people over here at Clubhouse right now. But these, like, I'm liking this selection because I know a lot of these people day ones. You know what I'm saying? And they know that they opinion, and I value all y'all opinion. The thousands of people that I got on this channel, thousands of comments I get, I try to watch them, look at them. Even if it ain't agreeing with what I'm agreeing with, I look at it. Sometimes I have to delete some of you goofy ass nigga shit now because sometimes I can tell that you have your own fucking narrative going on. And I'm going to tell you, we own your goofy ass. It's Death for the Cloud Chaser TV.
This Chicago, nigga.
I'm just keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to fake and flauge with you. You feel me? Like, for real, man. Like, the people, this shit is just crazy to me, man. Like, yeah, the puppet masters, they got a kick out of that nigga. Yeah, y'all got to hashtag that, man. We got to probably start calling their ass the puppet master. Hashtag puppet master. After they shit, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag, like, say they name Death for the Cloud Chaser. Hashtag Death for the Cloud Chaser. Hashtag puppet master. You feel me? Y'all got to do that shit on social media, man. Start marking them for me so I can know exactly who they is. So I can stay the fuck away from them. You hear me?
The Chicago, nigga.
Yeah, so we got everybody in the building right now, man. Pardon me. I had to talk my spiel. We had 28 minutes in. We got like 775 people in the building. Some people in left. You know what I'm saying? They went to go tell their favorite blogger. You got to talk about this, big homie. You got to, big homie. You got to talk about this.
The Chicago, nigga.
You dig? But let's start with it. Yeah, like Bullets got you go first, man. If you want to, hold on, let me see. Ghost, you want to go first, bro?
Nah, go ahead. I'm in the middle of something. Give me like 5 minutes, bro.
I bet. Hey, Bullets, you go, bro.
Yeah.
How you feel about this whole shit that I've been saying? You've been hearing me, right?
Yeah, I've been hearing you. You know, I'm gonna keep it real, man. The 100K nigga, he doing too much talking, too much clout chasing, man. I don't like when niggas use niggas' names when they die, my nigga. Get your own legacy, man. Stop doing that. That's what Puffy do, man. Stop jack riding a dead man legacy, man. Shit is out of pocket.
No doubt.
But I am gonna say this though, Chuck. You know, far as them other bloggers, man, motherfuckers that been copying what you been doing for the past couple years, man. It's been like 3 years now, almost 4 years, Chuck. You've been doing these niggas, you know, extra filthy in these streets, man. And like, you know, dudes be trying to act like they in tune, but they really not in tune, Chuck.
Nah,
that's the thing.
They think they know,
man.
But they really don't know.
They don't know, man. They just capping.
I don't know if they is on Clubhouse Whack 100. Brung them. Cause y'all got to think about it. It wasn't like this before Whack 100 got viral on that bit with the 6ix9ine stuff.
Yeah, like some people, it's a lot of people that came to Clubhouse because of my videos too. So I'm gonna take blame in that too. But here's the thing, though, it doesn't matter about the people that's coming. They should come. Come on, more of you. Come to my channel. Follow Death for the Cloud Chaser. Follow Big Chuck. You type that shit in, you gonna see my group and me. Nigga, follow that shit right now. I'm gonna put you in tune with all this goofiness. And look, because I know you love drama. That's why the fuck you watching this shit right now.
Oh no, I'm doing random Chuck. You doing anything? I don't really be on that drama shit, because I've been a blitz music quick.
Yo, but you know what's crazy, Chuck? Yo, you was on Clubhouse doing your fucking thing, and other niggas from YouTube came over here trying to call fucking boots and shit.
Hey, look, when I said drama, y'all didn't need peep it though. The whole title of the room is Alleged Feds. Hey, bro, you got to put yourself on mute real quick. Hold on, bro.
All right, my bad.
Hold on. Then you ain't following the club, gang. So I'm about to send you to the Muwop. You did? There you go. You trying to mess up my broadcast? What's going on with this buddy here? What is his name?
It's Chicago, nigga.
The Chicago, nigga.
What is he talking about?
Good.
Calm that shit down. You hear me? See, you don't gotta go against what I say, but goddamn, you need to be clear and insight of what you saying. You hear me? And you better come with your shit, because it don't make no sense. It sounds like it's a narrative that's trying to be painted that's untrue. And I don't like that shit, because I'm deaf for the clout chasing.
Hey, yo,
nigga.
Chuck.
It's deaf for the clout chasing TV.
Hey, yo, Chuck. They gotta understand, man. You the voice of the streets, man. And like, I'm gonna keep it all the way real, man. Like, all these other niggas that's coming on motherfucking Clubhouse from YouTube, man. Y'all niggas following what Chuck was doing, man. Let's just be honest, man.
Hey, bro, I ain't even like, I don't even want that vibe. You feel me? No, sir. No. Come on, Gotti. No.
Yo, Chuck.
No.
I'm just saying, Chuck.
It's doomed, bro.
Yo, Chuck. Time out. There's too many motherfucking J. Reeds out here, man. This shit is out of pocket, Chuck.
Hey, the feds is everywhere. Who is Chuck? That's Big Chuck, nigga. That's who you talking to, Big Chuck right now. That's me, nigga. Big Chuck, nigga. They so lost in the sauce, they be like, damn, who is this person? I won't listen to nobody who I ain't did no research on. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. But guess what, though? A lot of people have. And, you know, conclusions are conclusions. Facts are facts. Opinions are opinions. And some other type of nature.
This Chicago, nigga.
But yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all for long, man. We about to hit the 35-minute mark. That sound great. Y'all wonder is 100K track gonna actually respond to this? He's gonna have his whole narrative and shit. You feel me? Start talking. Yeah, you start talking. Just read the description. It'll let you know who show this is. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can read the description. They don't want to do that, bro. That's too much for them. They probably came over here just to hate. You hear me? I ain't lying to you. I find it fascinating, but I really don't. I find it like, you know how like you find it fascinating when a woman buys you a shot of liquor. She say, yeah, give him a shot too. I want him like me. I find that fascinating every time I see a woman do that to me. You know what I'm saying? I had it happen a lot of times. But every time it's like, damn, she just bought me a shot. Like, who she thinks she is and shit, buying me what I'm drinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm the motherfucking man here. That's just me.
This Chicago, nigga.
Yeah, I'm just talking my shit right now at this point. Y'all know that. Come on, man. Hey, so what about Durk? Durk, let me think. Durk coming out with an album. I remember claiming Dipset. Damn. Wait till y'all see that piece, that 7220 piece. You dig? Oh my God.
This Chicago, nigga.
That's all the Durk fans. There you go, family. We ain't gonna talk about Durk. Durk free, right? So why we gotta try to indulge in the shit that y'all saying online to get them locked up? It don't sound right to me. I'm just keeping it a bug with you. Like they like, damn, why his picture up there? Well, this nigga is on. It's the first 5 slots on YouTube right now trending. How this trending is Lil Durk on number 2. Adele is number 1, but Lil Durk is number 2. Lil Durk is number 3. Lil Durk is number 4, and Lil Durk is number 5. Look it up right now. And it been that way for at least probably about 2 weeks. And we've been covering Lil Durk for the longest. You feel me? That's just how I go, man. It's media. Don't take it serious. You know what I mean? Don't take nothing I say serious. Please don't. No, don't do that to me. Okay? I'm just laughing. Did you hear me laugh? Oh shit, let me address the protective order because I see one of these little buddies in here, Evil Slayer, little dude right there. Pretty sure you're a little kid, you know what I'm saying? Probably under the age of 18. I'm not even sure why you're even in my chat, buddy. But here's the thing. I'm gonna talk to you, little nigga. First of all, if anytime a motherfucker got to seal a discovery, is because they don't want the public to know that there's a snitch. Now, who the snitch could be, who knows? But it's not uncommon, right, for someone to get picked up months before, start to cooperate, get released, and then get rebooked when they actually go out to the actual case. So just keep that in mind, little guy. And for all you little kids that's out there that be on my comments, because I know y'all like little ass kids sometimes. You don't got a good brain. You know what I mean? All this shit is just bring questions, just make a motherfucker wonder. You feel me? But at the end of the day, most people that's from these street lives and that's from this type of environment, only one thing that they be looking for, and that's paperwork, black and white. It's done for the Cloud Chaser TV. Gang. So when you talking black and white, ain't no dispute. But guess what I just told you? Protective order in the sense of all discovery need to be sealed. Because of discovery means that they have the person who's telling on you, the crime you did, the motherfucking when you went down the street and you bought that pop that day, and goddamn it, you went and go to the little little homie and shit, and you went and got a little nickel sack or some shit because you broke, you little bitch. Yeah. Says it all, right? And excuse me, man. Excuse me. But we got like 786 people in here. I'm not. How many likes we got in here, gang? Because we got to get the fuck up out of here. Like, real talk. Because we don't got the right amount of likes. And like, how many likes we got in here? You said handsome women? You's a funny guy. Beautiful women. Okay, Rashid. Your name come from something. That's a good name you got there, soldier. Rashid, that's a good name for you. You need to pull together and get your resources together and start watching all these damn videos on YouTube and start actually watching. If you're going to watch YouTube videos, watch some shit that's going to give you some type of history about yourself. Rashid. Shout out to 305, gang. We got 276 likes. 305 likes. Yeah, see, that ain't even enough, bro. 351. Shit don't sound right to me. It's, damn, that 800 people in the building and you only got them amount of likes. It's like they trying to clock me. They trying to Muwop me. They trying to 100K track me. The fuck is you talking about? Allegedly.
This Chicago, nigga.
Clout, stop saying my name. Mm-hmm. You see how I brung you to the forefront that fast, little guy? Because I knew you needed that attention for the day. I'm not sure what's happening in your lifestyle. I'm not a psychic or anything, but I'm gonna tell you one thing though. We're here for you. You know what I'm saying? God is the greatest, and all you gotta do is pray more. You feel me? You pray more, and you leave the demonic shit alone. Little Rashid, you'll be okay, young man? Pieces and blessings. AZ King with the $5 talking about Teach King. Y'all funny as hell. You funny, AZ. That's so funny shit. Now I'm just telling that young man some real shit though, honestly. But hey, look, it's funny, man. This shit ain't. Don't take this channel serious, bro. No. Don't be saying that nigga had that shit first and shit like that. No, bro. Don't be saying that. Don't do it. Don't do it.
This Chicago, nigga.
I don't know anything about BossTop snitching, but I don't think that BossTop would be in the position to snitch because he ain't do shit. You dig? Ooh.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Don't let that go over y'all head, you heard me? You probably got to rewind that one, gang, up. The fuck? What did he just say? Yeah, rewind that shit. 10 seconds. Boop. There you go. You get it now? Come on, man. Don't let niggas goofy capping they rap because they telling you like some niggas they'll tell you shit because they ain't do the shit. Makes sense, right? If that's the case, all you damn artists would be in jail, huh? Even the real ones. Man, you don't think niggas learn from Boosie? Huh? Shout out Boosie Badass, man. Shout out Boosie Badass, nigga. The OG of this shit, man. Shout out Pimp C, man. The OG of this shit. You hear me? Because of my vernacular, I might be strange, but my money be the same. Shout out that boy, man. Real talk, man. RP. Yeah, man. You don't know because you a little kid, man. You won't know nothing about what I'm talking about. That's why it's strange to me that y'all even will come on my channel. Like, honestly, this ain't for the little kids. This for the adults. Then you can take this shit back to your little kids. See, these other niggas, they want their shit to be like that, but it ain't that. My shit is that. This is an OG section, man. And then you little kids want to come and follow, you can just sit back and relax and act like you ain't there. And you don't need to comment, little nigga. Act like you ain't there. You better be a sponge on that, a roach on that wall, goddammit, a fly in that building. Act like you ain't there. Listen. Because we got plenty of OGs on here giving you little niggas games, and they from where you from. They probably your OG. You just so stupid that you ain't even realize that this is what type of time we be on this channel. And at the end of the day, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not saying that my young kids out there is stupid. I don't want to even use that word. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. You know what I mean? Like, I'm honestly, like, I'm humble. Like, I really, like, this shit, I didn't mean to say stupid, okay? But I mean, in this words, like, well, man, I'm so compassionate about it. You feel me? I can't even talk no more. Hey, yo, we got My Life in the building. What's happening, homie? You from Chicago? What's happening? Talk to me, bro.
What's up, man? Shout out to DJ V Dub.
Already, you know that. DJ V Dub. Yep. Shout out to Moles. Hey, look though. Hey, bro.
Hey, but on the real though, I'm new to this. You almost confused me, big homie.
What you mean?
Because I was getting depth of a cloud chaser mixed up, and you know my cousin is Big Chuckle Up. So you know I was getting that confused. May you rest in peace.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then somebody got on here talking about you was a Puerto Rican or Latino. I said that don't make no difference.
No, I ain't. It's, you know what's crazy though? I'm actually not a Puerto Rican or a Latino. I'm 100% black. My people from Lexington, Mississippi. You dig?
That's what's up. The Delta in the building, nigga. In the Nolimit, Mississippi, home of BB King.
Hey, but shout out my
Indianola.
Yeah, shout out
all day.
Yeah, yes sir. Yes sir.
What's going on?
Man. Hey, bro, but we just like you coming from like a Chicago perspective, bro. Like you from Chicago, you an OG. Like if you got an artist and you managing an artist and shit, and then you seen one of your artists get locked up from first they trying to use the lyrics against them, then they trying to use some other shit. Nigga been locked up for some years now. You feel me? But look, one of the things that they used against him was his lyrics. And then you on camera doing an interview for your little funky ass podcast, and you talking about, yeah, man, you a real dude. These niggas be acting gangster. Then your fucking artist say that like, yeah, we'll clip a nigga in the back. You see how I said that? I really mean that. What the fuck is going on, allegedly? You feel me?
That, you know, I don't understand. You know, I can't understand them. I got my own kids. I try to understand them and learn from them, you know, from the way their life is structured and it's systematic. Suppression generation, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard. I can't throw all the weight because I'm gonna be at fault because I'm the father of the boys or the girls that's out in society. So I take it from if I'm a manager, which I have managed artists. My whole thing is if you injure prone at the gate, eventually something's gonna happen. So you can look for it. But a lot of the managers look for the money and not the artist's whole character and responsibilities in life. If you can see he ain't got responsibility in life, eventually something gonna happen.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it's like when I think of it, bro, the first thing I think of is like, first thing I'm gonna tell you, like, even if you ain't my blood, you ain't my fam, you ain't like none of that. But look, I gotta invest the interest means my money's involved. You hear me? So like, I really like my money. You feel me? So me personally, I'm not even gonna lead you to the straight where you ain't gonna be out here getting your money, because that ain't gonna make sense to me unless, you know what I'm saying, allegedly it'll stop you from making money. Then everything you and put out is gonna be gold and all this goofy shit because motherfuckers don't got shit else to look at.
It's actually, when you go to jail, it's a procrastination to your destiny. So if I put money in you, I'm putting money into you as you are an investment to my company. So therefore, if you fall, my money falls. So therefore, you're used. So you can't make me no money sitting in jail unless you had the hottest album coming out, and I still got to spend money promoting it while you in jail. You ain't gonna get no money from those shows if you got 2-3 years in jail.
Right.
And I can't make no money making you appearance, so I can get my fee.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like the way it works, bro.
If I got you an endorsement deal, you damn near messed that up according to what crime you have committed.
So why would he stop that, bro? Like, why would he stop? Like, you feel what I'm saying? You just gave so many good examples of why wouldn't you be like, yo, put that shit to the hey, look, chill out. Hey, you doing too much right now. You hear me? Relax.
Like, hey, you got to think about it, right?
Bro. Tell me, bro. I'm confused.
You got to think about it, right? You got to think about it. What was Lyle Coins went to the Wild Hunters and pulled up and gave a respect and a robbery to some people that was living in poverty. So you can imagine how they stuck to that. You know what I mean? So everybody trying to make it out of this ghetto, but when they get out the ghetto, they want to put themselves right back in that situation. Because like they didn't want to leave out the ghetto. They didn't want to feed their family to get their family out the ghetto. They actually putting themselves right back to point A. Because once you get through spending your budget, if you got a budget and you get in trouble, guess where your budget gonna go? To your lawyer. You back to square one. I don't want you. You just cost my company money. We not in it to lose money, period.
Already. Hey, anybody any females in here? What you got? Kentucky in here. Kentucky, you want to speak on it?
I really don't have too much to say because I kind of came in on the last end of it. But all I just got to say, if everybody would just be themselves and stop trying to monkey see, monkey do everything, stuff might just work. I don't know, Chuck.
Yeah, that's true. But man, it's crazy. Right? We ain't talking what the hell is going on with this dude?
You was on a video?
Chuck, you got to look at it too, right? The record labels play a big part too. Because if a guy just made a diss song and made you 50 million, and then he make a love song and only make him a million, which one you think the record label gonna want that artist to keep producing?
Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, look though. Hey, everybody that's in the clubhouse, like, yeah, I don't think it's 20 people in the clubhouse. Man, we got 800 motherfuckers on YouTube. Man, go to Death of the Cloud Chaser TV, man, on YouTube. 800 people, man. Come on, man.
Hey, yo, gang, my bad. That's my bro. I think he saw me on your shit, so he got Boona. But Zoe, that's my little bro.
Yeah,
that's my blood.
Like, we don't do that music shit. Calm that shit down.
Yeah, I think he probably in that club or somewhere.
That's cool. That's for him. You know what I mean? But let him know and let any nigga know who you fuck with or any nigga who fuck with me. Don't come on my shit with no motherfucking music playing, man. I don't give a fuck if it's your music. You got to get it authorized first. You hear me?
Yeah, that's a fact. I just had him up, told him what he was doing.
Yeah, that's just how it go. I'm sorry.
What's the word? What's going on?
Who that? Like 680. What's happening, homie?
What's up with it? What's going on? What's
hey, bro, how you feel about 100K track? Like, basically, you know, shit, he did an interview with Muwop. Muwop talking about he slaying shit. Motherfucker like, yeah, he really that nigga. Ooh. You feel me? And that's his whole manager and shit. Like, that's the type of shit that get the feds interest and shit. You already got interest around you because of your other niggas.
I seen that interview. Him and BossTop.
Hey, bro, like, let me say this.
But yeah, he handed him right over.
It's safe to say this. Why I got the point in my mind. It's safe to say this, people in the chat right now. it's safe to say this, that if your artist YNW Melly is getting investigated by the feds, it's safe to say that your is too. If your artist King Von is getting investigated by the feds, it's safe to say that your ass too. The motherfucking Muwop is getting investigated by the feds. BossTop, it's safe to say your ass too, man. Come on, man. Knock it off, man. Come on, 100K track. You better put up a tweet right now, nigga.
It ain't no he getting investigated. Shit, he is the Fed. It's just the fuck.
He's too much of a common denominator.
Allegedly.
And allegedly, and not to mention about Hot Boy, he got a RICO case, Glock 9, a RICO case. All them niggas is up under him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's either a real dark cloud around this motherfucker where he has the shittiest luck in the world as a manager, or shit, bro, he's on some funny shit. This is not, I feel similar to how I feel about Jimmy when it comes to this. There's just too much funny shit going around you and going around your name. I can't be the one to sit there and jeopardize my freedom, you know what I'm saying, to find out. But that's just me. I mean, you got your artists getting indicted by the feds, and it's ironic because they're all Fed cases. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation with Ron Passer, you know what I'm saying? I know it's not related to any Fed arrest or anything like that, but still, it's just too much dark energy, you know what I'm saying, around what's happening with you and your artists, and it's like you're the common denominator.
Chuck, it was obvious that the Feds been watching Chicago since they came up with the name Chirac.
Right.
And you know, the Feds move under number one, silence and secrecy, so ain't none of us gonna know, period. All we can know is it's coming soon. With all the, if you hear the rhetoric from the news that they should bring in the National Guard, you can imagine what they're figuring, because the federal and state is two different operations. So the feds can do what they want to do. Once the government sign that paper, it's all over.
That's a fact.
Hey, yeah, where's he from?
You from Chicago.
And another thing, you got to think about it. This mandate ain't only for Chicago; it's for every city. If you look at the profile, they're doing this in every city, to every local rapper that's bringing up ruckus, that's talking about it. If it started from Boosie, guess what? It's a ripple effect, and they sending a message. It's 2021.
Facts.
It definitely started from Boosie.
Facts, though. Facts.
Actually, I'm gonna take that back. It started from Two Live Crew, because if we seen the feds to stop explicit music, they got the content from the lyrics. So just imagine that's old. They just learning the ways.
Hey, bro. Let me ask you something though.
Charges.
Hey, bro. Let me ask you something though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want these. You got 890 people on the motherfucking chat, right? And I just want them to understand, like, when it comes to Chicago, bro, like, you being the OG, like, do you respect what's going on right now versus like when you was running around the stateway and all that?
You got to understand, right? It's been like that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, when you grow up, you probably grew up with 10 people, right? And out of that 10 people, out of them 10 people you hang with, one might be a robber, one might be a rapist, one might be a hustler, one might be a doctor, one might be a police officer. Take your pick. That's life. So if you look at it, out of the million people in Chicago, and it's facts, they only got 5 people. So it wasn't about no gang. Think about it. That'll sum up everything. It's just the rhetoric they use. If they want to shut down a community, this is the rhetoric they use. If they want to re-gentrify in any area, they got to create crime and hazardous. You know what I'm saying?
Bring the price down.
Bring the price down. They've been wanting to, you know how long they've been wanting to re-gentrify the South Side? They did the north side.
For real.
Let's get the other. Now let's get the other side of the downtown area. Push everybody out to the suburbs so that the rich people can commute easier. You know what I'm saying? That the rich white folks don't have to go through the trenches to get downtown and may get shot or hurt. You know what I'm saying? Remember the way they used. Just imagine when the United Center is still over. When the Henry Hornets was over there, like the United Center. You know what I mean? Before they tore it down.
Right.
It was a money. Lake Street was a money getting place, hustle place for people that stayed in that area around the United Center. It was a hustle.
You said not a rapist though. You don't know what the motherfuckers do, man. Until that shit come out black and white.
A lot of people that have friends that became rapists, not, you know what I'm saying? Whether they was underage or what they call it,
statutory rape,
or you know, allegation where they got through it. You know what I'm saying? Not even on that topic. Just you never know what that individual gonna be when they grow up.
Facts,
because you don't know what happened in their individual life in their own biological family, their history. We don't know that until we about 18, where we learn the person we with. And probably most people learn each other when they're in a juvenile detention.
Shit crazy. Shit crazy.
See, Sherm stayed in the trenches, so he can explain it to you better. I lived there during the 70s and the 80s. Get them
on here, bro. Hey, send them the link, bro. Get them on here. We got motherfucking 890 people in the building. They definitely want to hear that shit.
Yo, who's my struggle like? That's Jojo Capone?
No, it's mine. Mine.
Okay. That's Jojo.
No, I'm not Jojo Capone. But I'm from the same strain.
Okay. Nah. I figured OG from Chicago.
Yeah, I thought
that's the first name.
Just like the robot.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought too. They sounded like, you know what I'm saying? I just thought OG from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? That's the first name that rings bells for me, at least. But I'm not from Chicago, I'm from New York, so for me, not a lot of names are gonna ring bells.
So I'm from the north. I stayed in the north side area from the 70s to the 80s. You know, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you got a good living. Less poverty situations, right? When you was staying up there. At that time, I'm pretty sure.
Say that again?
Did you have less poverty situations up there, or were you talking about the projects like the Henry Hornets, Greens?
I stayed in the Greens, so you can imagine my mama had 5 sisters, 7 brothers. So just imagine, most of them stayed in different buildings.
Right. I'm already knowing, bro. Like at the end of the day, like, I want you to speak on this, though. Let me just end this shit with this on the YouTube. We got 893 people in the building, man. Y'all hit this like, man. This is exclusive. I've been telling y'all this, but I'm going to let an OG tell y'all this. Hey, bro, like, they love to blame motherfucking O-Block for starting the motherfucking BDGD war. Now, I want you to remember this, though, right? I'm not sure of the building, but I could have swore it was 4429, which was the GD building. I'm not sure of the BD building, but it was the Herbo.
You talking about federal? You talking about state?
Yeah.
You talking about the MC building across right by the police station?
Yeah, but not that building though. Not that building. I'm talking about the GD building that went up and against the hobos. Like the hobos, basically the hobo BDs for their building. I forgot it was like 44 something. Or 43
right, before you get to 47.
Yeah, but the BD building, the Herbo BD building was like the GDs end up killing Herbo. This was like 96, 97 or some shit.
what I don't do is I don't assert or apply anything about any situation that caused great bodily harm to anybody.
Oh, yeah,
I would
you
never
right.
know them.
You right, brother. I appreciate that. On gang, you right. So, like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to it allegedly, you know what I'm saying, he 100% right. But like at the time, they basically was saying like shit, the BDs felt that Herbo had killed that Herbo got killed by the GDs. So then they had first started the BD GD war. It was like they was GDK because they killed Herbo.
You got to think about how old are you?
I'm 34. 34.
So you 34. So how old you was in 91?
91, I would have been like 4 years old.
Okay then, so you got to leave that alone.
Oh, so you saying it's even for? I got you. All right. We'll leave it alone.
You can only talk about your experience.
But that was my experience. That's why, like, as an OG, I wanted you to correct me if you could, because I like way I see it is like it was the fucking, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about the black hole?
Yeah, it was like more like 96, 97, I remember, or 98 when I first started seeing BD say GDK, and they was really folks, and I was like, that was kind of weird to me because they're folks. Why they saying GDK?
You can go on YouTube and you can hear the old man tell you a little story, but you go from there.
Who this is? Don Durk?
No, this ain't Don Durk. I'm saying that's who I'm telling you. You can go to the YouTube and hear him, and he'll tell you the story.
Yeah, I got you. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pardon me.
Yeah.
I thought that was Don Durk. Yes, Lord.
So when a person tells you something started then and there, it can't. You got to think about it. When you say something started, a gang don't never start something. It's always an individual.
Well, right.
You feeling me?
Yeah.
So if I papped you up when you was 13 and 14 for being insubordinated, and you get a play, guess what's gonna happen?
Shit, it can get ugly.
Shit can get ugly.
Dealt with.
You feeling me? So if you was getting money and you want in play, it's gonna either get ugly or you gonna get in line. You feeling me?
Mm-hmm.
So during those times, it's your situation, it's your choice. If you plan in it, you're gonna have to deal with the situation that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? That was the coach. That was the culture back then. You know what I mean?
I come from that same culture though, G. Like I come from that same culture, like where shit, man, you get caught, let's take your lick, nigga. You got caught, your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying?
You got to think about it. And you got to think about it. There are people that was placed in places that they didn't grow up with each other. Whether they was the same. You know what I mean? That don't mean they was gonna thrive with each other. You know what I mean? Them a lot of people to move around,
right?
And places that they ain't even have room for. You got to think about it like that. Well, Hassan Campbell was talking about. You got to think about it, man. My mama had 8 kids, dog. It wasn't like they was finna go build new houses for everybody with 8 kids back then, and damn sure not right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so far as people staying in their demographic area for the budget that they had back then and now, you still got to go with the flow. So if you were staying in the ghetto now and you got to move, you're going to go somewhere else and stay in the ghetto. It ain't like you finna go to the high rises or to a condominium like Hassan was acting like, because people had to leave their areas, like the government put them in condominiums and high rises, man. The government ain't even figure out how many. You got to think about it. The black community don't even do census, so how they gonna know how many houses for families with big people? You know what I'm saying? Like I may have 8 in my family, you may have 10. You think they took a census to know where we gonna build little small duplexes that can house a family of 10. No, they didn't do that. They just made 2-bedroom houses. Just like if you was in a daycare or foster home. As long as you can fit 4 bunk beds in there, two, they don't care. You know what I mean? That's too crowded. That's congested. That was another thing going on when they had them buildings. 1, too congested. 3, when they build them, they didn't realize that to maintain these was going to cost more than what they pay for them, or what they getting rent for. You know what I mean? That's why the CHA left that mug. So when they tore them down, they moved all these people into these congested areas to the point that we came out of cages. So now we got to adapt to this type of community. You know, going through alleys, going through sideways. A couple of us probably left the projects and went to different areas to associate, but not all. You know what I'm saying? So when people get to talking about things, it's only a small amount of group of people that made it out. Not everybody. And everybody ain't going to make it out. Because the poor makes the rich.
Oh, for sure.
Did you live in the Henry Horners, or I thought I heard you say you lived in one of them?
No, I never lived in no project.
Oh, okay. You didn't live in the project?
My life.
My life lived in the projects for sure. You just said
you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
No, I was just asking, like, if you lived in there and when you moved out, was it like a big change for you, or was it hard for you to adjust to not being in there? I don't think he can hear me.
Yo, I can speak on one of them situations. I'm from Chicago too. I was born in Stateway Gardens.
Hello.
I lived in Argyle Gardens and I lived in Princeton Park and Lowton Homes. So and I was one of the people that
Matrix right now.
Yeah. Y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you, fam. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we moved, my peoples moved from Stateway Gardens up north on Howard Street when all the Jamaicans was there. So one thing that a lot of people don't understand about Black people in general is the culture and the different things that we have to go through just to even move out the projects, to move into an apartment, or to move from one apartment to another apartment. We don't have no lot of money. We ain't never had no lot of money. And we ain't never had no high credit scores, you know, because you got to hide them things to get in those apartments.
Facts.
So people like Hassan Campbell, you know, he a Puerto Rican. They really don't know about our struggle here in America. And also he lived in New York. New York is very different from Chicago. Extremely different. In New York right now.
Man.
Yeah, Chicago, a Black city. And that's another thing about Lil Durk and all them little rappers getting on in Chicago. When Black people get involved in rap, they able to make a middle class. See, Durk and Vaughn and all the other little shorties is getting these record deals. They able to really bring that money back home. And they got uncles, aunties, mothers, grandmothers, fathers, whatever. They can make them into middle class. They can get them jobs as road managers, as just putting them in charge of merchandise and showing them different things. It's always a problem when Black people is able to get in the middle class. They try to pull us down. We can look at a lot of these people and say, oh, Big Daddy Kane and was Black, KRS-One and was Black. Yeah, they look like us, but a lot of them people that was from New York in them early days, they from the Caribbean. And you can see how they was able to, you know, lift their peoples up in New York with that money that they was making off rap money. They got a problem with Lil Durk in them because they actually Black, and they can put Black people in the middle class who can start buying like them different 3-flat homes all in High Park and different places like that. And another thing I wanted to talk about too, what dude was saying, that you had to be plugged to move around in Chicago in like the 70s and 80s. That ain't true. The biggest
they was drug lords in Chicago was Magellan and Fluky Stokes. Magellan was out in Algale Gardens, and Fluky Stokes was down on the low end. They wasn't plugged with nobody. They wasn't in no gangs. They did business with Fluky Stokes did business with the Stones, but they weren't plugged with nobody. And they was actually drug lords because they was making Karachi. When the streets had ran out of heroin, they had an actual chemist. The chemist was the dude from that family that used to make Jerry curls, the Durham family. He had the formula to make Karachi. They was actually making Karachi, and they was dispersing it all over the Midwest, even bringing it up to New York too. So like people were like, you talking about in the late 70s and the early 80s when Detroit, what's the fat boy name? I forgot the fat boy name, but they say he had went to the Italians to get the dope connect. But yeah, he got to the Italians to get the dope connect, but the Italians rubbed them off. They was dropping him. They was dropping him that Karachi. No, it's a fat boy out of Detroit. I forgot his name, but he was real big. But no, they was dropping him to Karachi over there. So they was actually drug lords, and they weren't plugged with nobody. When Fluky Stokes died is when the GDs and the BDs start really moving into that drug territory. But before Fluky Stokes and Magellan was on the streets, gangs they weren't having nothing. Even in the hundreds, where you had the LSGs, where you had Rusty Rest, Fast Gomez, and Hickey Nut, they weren't really moving like that. Fluky Stokes and Magellan had the whole city on smash. Even they was moving in on the mob and the mafia. They couldn't even touch them out there. So I think Chicago is really, really a special case because we really black people in Chicago, our roots come from the Mississippi Delta.
Yeah, shout out Mississippi.
You can look at all these places like Texas where you got the black kids rapping at. But when you go to Atlanta, where you got Young Thug and you got what's that other what's homie name?
That's Homo Thug.
No, I'm just saying them dudes where I think Gunna is black, but Young Thug a Haitian. What's that other boy? They Haitians, man. A lot of them Haitians or they something else. You know, they ain't really black people like that. They don't come from where we come from. They don't understand our struggle. And they don't understand our struggle like that. That's why they be talking out of turn and out of character. And you can actually spot them from anywhere because of the way that they dress. When you see the shorties that they coming out of Chicago, like Chief Keef, man. Chief Keef dressed proper. Lil Durk dressed proper. When you see all of these other dudes, man, they doing all types of stuff with their hair. They got all these off brands and stuff going on, man. Black people we don't get down like that. You can spot these people. And I'm ashamed of Whack 100 because of the way he moving and where he manipulated that woman to come on Clubhouse and talking about they manipulating them to come on here and talk about FBG Duck to try to, I believe they trying to get Lil Durk and them out the way. Cause they, anyway, academics, he talk about Lil Durk, his tour not selling out and all of this talking bad about Lil Durk, then brought up the conversation about trying to smear his name about him being a homo or being with that cross dresser. Right. Man, you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing like that. If that's your man, you steady, he playing passive aggressive. And then he talking about P, how he had a conversation with P. Man, you don't do nothing like that. And why P talking to him anyway if P was the one that put up the money involved with Durk going on tour and this man all on the internet talking crazy about the tour and stuff like that. You don't do nothing like that. That's why I think hopefully Durk's father is paying attention and, moving like that because Durk's father, he a real one. And them BD twins, they still locked down. They real ones too. I hope they really in tune with Shorty and they trying to steer them right. But that Whack 100 and that DJ Academics, they on a lot of fuck shit. And the people need to be calling them out on that instead of trying to call Jim Jones and them out on that. Man, the feds had cleared that boy. They trying to bring some more other shit in the game to try to get them to reopen that case. It should be clear as day what they doing. You know, people should be able to see that shit, that they all taking orders from high ups to try to get that little old white boy to get back in the game like that so people can start paying attention to him. And if Wack was really like that, why did they just, he really like that in LA? Don't he manage Blueface? Didn't Blueface home just get broken into?
Yeah, and his mama and got beat up.
Yeah, and gosh, man, why people ain't respecting that like that? Man, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and man, people need to really take these people out of rap music and out of black culture in general. If these people ain't really for our kids like that, and that punk Hassan Campbell shouldn't have no type of voice. He shouldn't have no type of platform especially when a topic is dealing with black people, because he don't know our struggle. He ain't never really lived in our struggle, nothing like that. And also, them people trying to rob us of our culture too, because hip hop, all the elements of hip hop existed in the Mississippi Delta. The Mississippi Delta is the home of black music, all American music, where they try to say jazz come from New Orleans. No, that's them trying to put foreigners in black history and black culture. Jazz ain't nothing but bluegrass music that come from the Mississippi Delta. If you listen to old bluegrass music, even the blues singer was really the first rapper. You know, if you really want to look at it, the blues singers that was coming up from the Mississippi Delta, check how they was dressing with the gold chains, with the gold in their mouth, and they. Man, that's our culture, and they trying to put these people in our culture and have them take away and profit from the culture. Man, if I could tell black kids anything, man, learn about our history in America, and really, because some of these people still living. Buddy Guy in Chicago right now, he's still alive. That dude that produced what's that? Here Come the Judge, which is really the first rap song on Wax. He's still living. I think his name is Daddy G. He's still living. He from down south, North Carolina, something like that. North Carolina or South Carolina. The people that was involved in that early stage of forming our music, a lot of them still here. So, man, just learn our history and learn our culture. And, man, stop trying to letting these people tell y'all about our history and our culture that ain't got nothing to do. These punks came here last night off a banana boat. You know, they don't know nothing about what...
Cloud Chaser TV.
Nothing like that. You know, they trying to trap us up. There's no way in the world that... homies should be talking, none of them should be talking about Durk and them like that and bringing his mother. And I'm ashamed of his mother for even allowing them to trick her to come up on here, because all she doing is really feeding into the feds listening and, you know, amping it on like, yeah, lock these little brothers up. I know she probably wants justice for her son, but man, if some gangsters got them down, it's some gangsters that can get at them people that cut them down. She should want who she thinks is killed her son to be out on the street to get really revenge on them, because by them being in jail, that ain't really no revenge, because they can be living like kings in jail, you know. So man, I speak my piece, man. I'm gonna rest, but man, I like homie Chuck. I can hear he from Chicago because I can hear his accent. So anybody doubting him, listen to his language and listen to his slow twang. He sound like he from down south, but that's Chicago, you know.
Yeah, he got
Hey, bro, tell him about it.
So I'm out.
Hey,
so I'm out, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Hey Chuck, who was that asked me did I stay in Chicago?
I was somebody in the chat, but yeah.
No, that was me.
There you go.
What was your question? What was your question, young lady?
No, I was just saying, did you stay in the project, and when you moved out, was it hard for you to transition? Because I heard you say something about it was a different vibe from the project.
My area, growing up in my area, we had those resources. Jesse White was my gym teacher, so when he wasn't doing his state representative job, he was a gym teacher. So he was kind of like a mentor. I was under his scholar for about 2 years at Schiller Middle School. I stayed in 714 West Division, Cabrini Green, White Project. I was there during the Mary Jane Byrne era. I even played in the park, you know what I'm saying, that she built for us. I damn near been in every last one of those buildings from the row houses to the wildland, because my daddy stayed on the north side, Mohawk, Cedric, North Avenue, all of that area. You know, so I know what it was like growing up in the projects, because I was there during my youth. So I spent most of my youth. So most of my tutelage was gang mentality, you know what I mean? Until my mama transitioned on the behalf of moving somewhere else during that era of 86 and 87.
Okay,
so yes,
I'm from Chicago.
It was hard.
Myself.
It was hard. My brother. It was hard because I was still a teenager. So I had adapted to, I had to unadapt because I'd be put under, because I was in a rural area where I didn't know nobody, and I was there. My brothers and my mama sent them to Mississippi, back to Mississippi, so they won't get into a gang. So I was left there by myself, and that's when I started falling apart, because I had to be my own man.
I'm from the southeast side. I never lived in the project, but it was a different mentality when the projects was tore down. When the guys came from the projects, because they couldn't handle the blocks and the gangways and the corners, they were so confined to the breezeway and the buildings and the staircases and the elevators. So it brought a rift to Chicago. Once they tore the projects down, there was a lot of unnecessary gun violence, because it wasn't no more real structure left. It was just more left up to the young kids, that mamas and them that got Section 8 and the buildings got tore down, and they got spread throughout Inglewood and Roseland and Woodlawn and the north side and the west side. See, what got hit the hardest when the projects got tore down was the south side. See, now it's starting to get out of control, because the kids is up north now. They into the white neighborhoods. They messing with the white kids. They starting to carjack all the white kids downtown and running all up into the Wicker Park neighborhoods and the Lincoln Park neighborhoods and all that. So now it's, the city is becoming unbearable. But long as it was contained to the south and the west side, it was okay. But I have never experienced living in the projects. So when the guys moved out of the projects onto the streets, like I lived on blocks and I'm used to abandoned houses and gangways and stuff to that nature, I looked at them as like weak, because they couldn't survive no more, because they couldn't stand under the building. There was 30 niggas under the building. But now it's 30 niggas sitting in the backyard or sitting in front of a house. Now it makes the block in the neighborhood look crazy. So then they wonder why, the neighborhood block lady on the corner, she calling the police. Then the niggas around the corner calling the police. Plus they trying to creep around there and shoot at them. You dig what I'm saying? So they didn't understand the dynamics of living in them project buildings. So homie. Hey, what you say? You from the south east side, right? Yes. Over there by the Titanium Stones and the Mickey Cobras and Bump J and all them, right? No, sir. Yeah, that's where Bump J them from. No, I'm from over there, bro. Big Chuck is. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's where Bump J and all them from. No, sir. What you say?
What's that? 79th East End?
Yeah, that's
I'm
a different.
71st in Cottage Grove.
Oh yeah. That's what. Hold on, 71st in College. Oh yeah, that's a little distance from East End because they only had like a few blocks over there. Like I'm gonna keep it real to 67.
What they
had a few blocks.
What they used to call that Boys Town?
No,
what they used to call that Boys Town?
Not the Titanics, but the but boy Bump J and them from the Foes.
No, Bump J a Titanic Stone, man. Straight up. I know. No, he ain't no folk corner hustler. He a Titanic Stone.
Hey, bro,
but
you
what
know
I'm
what's crazy though? I used to shoot dice with Sly Portleroy when I went to Kenwood. Like, you know what's crazy? I could believe that. He was on 52nd and Drexel. You know that.
And Slide GD. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
and over there on 70.
Slide
GD.
Bro. No, sir. He's Titanic, bro.
Man, I know Sly from a shorty unless he flipped. But check it out. I ain't even trying. I know. I ain't trying to put no dirt on his name, but the last dude that was just talking, the last dude.
Don't finish your statement.
Hey, what I'm saying is that the last dude that was talking, I don't know, man. I don't know if you can talk about that because what you doing is like you ignoring the crime rate statistics from the 70s to the from the 20s, the 1920s, all the way up into the 80s and to the 1990s. Chicago has always had a high murder rate. Chicago had a higher murder rate then than it does now. The reason why Chicago murder rate is looking so crazy compared to the other states because the murder rate in those other states has dropped down. But it's cities with way higher murder rates than we do got in Chicago. East St. Louis, you got Detroit, Michigan, you got Oakland, California. They got a higher murder rate. And what I want to I never ignored the fight. What you were saying is that people weren't used to, living on them streets. Homie, where on the other side, where Big Low and them at, on the east side. On the west side.
You must talk about the other side. I'm the one who said that people weren't used to coming out them cages and going and staying in them streets and used to them gangways. I was the first one to stipulate that on this clubhouse. Somebody recanted what I said, and I never said that you weren't able to walk through Chicago. I know that you needed to have, you know what I'm saying, that protection to walk through Chicago. You want no big eyes and let you. You know what I mean?
Oh, without a doubt. I'm just
I didn't get on here. I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't get on Clubhouse to talk about my gangsterisms because I got kids. I'm a grown man. You know what I mean? I'm just giving my perspective. You feel it? Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you, G.
What I want you to look at, your overall perspective, is placing the blame on black people. It's not the blame if they don't have them type of resources and they communities being flooded with drugs and guns by these other people. That fault shouldn't be on them. What you saying, it puts the fault back on black people. The fault should be on these people that produce these guns, that sell these guns, that produce these drugs and put them in our community. But it was
nobody's fault. I said,
in the overall grand scheme of things, that's what you're saying, though.
I said the mentor I had during my time and what I seen.
And you misspoke about Jesse White. Jesse White wasn't the Secretary of State at that time. Jesse White was just a part. He was the head of the tumbling team, of the Jesse White tumbling team. He wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying because you said your people's
state representative.
Yeah, he wasn't a state representative then. He wasn't a state representative then.
Yeah, he got loud.
That's
whatever he was back then. He the state secretary. He was the state representative.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, you got to get it right. And then by the fact of the matter that you saying you moved from out south to up north during those times, it wasn't really no north side wasn't doing nothing up there. You had a different outcome, different circumstances than us.
Hold on, man. You running off. I ain't never told you I moved from the south side, man.
Hey,
you can go back to the YouTube. I'm not on here to argue about where I'm from, bro.
Ass, like when he brought up that Jesse shit, he know what he talk. Like, bro, you asked me that question the other day. You said if you was Chicago, you would have known. And I was like, hold on, it was Jesse, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's quick, man.
If anybody from Chicago, where was niggas at from 87 to about 96?
That's what I'm saying. I was
from state to the lake. I was still.
No, not really, homie.
Yeah, dude.
Not really, homie.
I was still going.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. I was born in 1975.
Okay.
I got a great grandmother that was born in Chicago in 1891. Right? Okay. So I got like 6-7 generations born in Chicago. I'm gonna tell you something.
Right. I'm listening.
During that time, only time people really got a east side buzz in Chicago because they was claiming before Bump J and them, that was just considered the south side. It wasn't really no east side, homie.
Now listen.
Dog, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Hold fast. I'll let you talk. Wait a minute. Second, too. No, it was not.
It wasn't no east side.
The east side is considered the dividing line of State Street. You got the west of South Side, which is the Inglewood. Then you got the east side of State Street. There is no east side because the east side is the lake.
Hell no.
Chicago.
The east side came popular with Bump J and them. That's what I'm telling you.
You got the east side
been popular before Bump J. People just really got in tune with the east side because of Bump J. The east side been on before Bump J. Y'all just started getting plans with the east side when Bump J really got out there.
Like even the old block niggas, even the STL niggas, even the niggas that's all over there, they was saying
from over east,
like east side, nigga.
Half of them from over east.
I got a question from my man that say he's 75. I mean, he was born in 75. What do the low end stand for? Hello?
What?
From the project of the low end, what does that stand for?
Man, come on, man. That's a crazy question, man. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you who was running the low end all the way from the 80s. From the 80s to the 90s, Big Low ran the low end.
Big Low was in the joint.
Dog, Big Low ran the low end. Big Low had the city then.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you.
The low end, for anybody that's from Chicago on this platform, stands for the lower east side. If you think I'm lying, just Google it and look it up.
No, I'm not here to say what I'm saying. I'm correcting you on different things, dog.
Big Low never had the city. I could have swore it was a guy named Shorty G.
Man, Big Low, dude. Big Low had the city. Yeah, Big Low had the city, homie. Big Low had the city. Big Low had the city. Big Low had the city.
Hey, where was this? This was for the crack area?
One of these people, man. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They was running the low end.
We need to be talking about what happened after the crack area.
Hey, homie, Faz Gomez is my father.
He might be, but I know
that's what I'm saying.
Panama just got paroled, and Big Low just got paroled about maybe 7-8 years ago.
Dog, Big Low is dead. Yeah, Big Low dead. Panama dead too.
No, he's not.
Panama ain't dead?
No, he's not.
Scarface dead, right? Scarface dead. My father dead too.
Okay, so Panama is not dead.
and I can vouch that. Panama is not dead. We own Clubhouse. You can message me when you find
we
out.
on YouTube now, gang. We on YouTube. We got 1,000 people listening right now.
I'm
you know what I'm
quite
saying?
sure he do. I'm quite sure he do. You know what I'm talking about? So if you got to get on YouTube, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to jump back in and say, my man.
Yeah, but man, what I want to do is just shift that blame off of black people, because there's a whole bunch of people out here shifting this blame on black people. It's just like the person that designed the computer. The person that can design the computer, that's the person to get the blame. Don't blame it on resourceless pro-black people that's coming from Jim Crowism, chattel slavery, redlining. Man, don't blame that on us.
How you can't blame that on them? Everybody got their own accountability. How you can't blame that on black people, regardless of what the situation is? You still got a choice of how you gonna go out here and move. So at the end of the day, if you don't want to go study, you don't want to go
Republican. You using talking points of a Republican. So I'm gonna ask you.
Hey, look, bro. Look, bro, we all black people, bro. We all black people from the listen, bro. Listen, bro. We all black people from the struggle, bro.
No, we ain't. No, we ain't.
Hey, look.
No, we ain't.
Hold on, man. Mute up real quick. Like, at the end of the day, he right about the whole different struggle shit. Like, we don't like to see that, but like when your people is in the building, and when your people is like, we talking about Chicago's black as fuck, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I don't know if y'all know how black Chicago is. Like, when they talk about black people need to support their own and doing all that shit, they do that shit in Chicago.
Who discovered Chicago?
Who?
Baptiste, Haitian.
Hey, that's a lie. That's a lie.
It would do something.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Can I speak on that too?
Hold on, son. The American Revolution. Haiti, America get their fucking freedom, nigga.
Hey, homie, I'm black. Don't call me no nigga if you from an island, homie. Don't use that type of language with me, homie. Don't use that language with me, homie. Hey, where's your primary sources that John Baptiste even existed? And Haiti wasn't even in existence then. It was the island of San Dominico.
Exactly, my nigga.
So it wasn't no such thing as no Haiti.
Do your history,
homie. All that shit that you talking about Haitians found in Chicago, dog. Y'all wrong. Y'all trying to rewrite history and write yourself in history. Yeah, Wikipedia say John Baptiste du Sabo founded Chicago. But what I want you to show is that he really exists. What I want you to show is that he really from Haiti, because from the Mississippi Delta all the way up to Illinois, that was a French territory. It was not UK territory. So it was prominent for everybody in those areas to speak French or to speak some type of Native American dialect, right? So that's why he was speaking French if he even existed. And a person that said that he was French was a Native American woman that couldn't even speak English. That's the only primary source y'all really got from him speaking French. So all that shit that y'all talking about, he founded Chicago, that's them trying to put themselves into our culture. Get them motherfuckers out of our culture. Because if he founded Chicago, it should have been some other Haitians in Chicago coming through. It wasn't no Haitians in Chicago. The Haitian population in Chicago came through in like the late 90s, and they was on the north side of Chicago, and they was Stones. So, homie, don't try to play that with people who actually know something about history. Don't play that. And don't try to put yourself in our history.
What the hell?
Phono. Y'all go ahead and get y'all history books out. Get y'all.
He gotta say on phone after that.
Yeah, get y'all history books out, man. Go ahead and get your ghouls up. It's cool.
Where Marcus Garvey come from?
That criminal came from Jamaica. He was a criminal. He was a shyster. He came from Jamaica, and he was always he was always talking bad about black people. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to say distinguishing us from them, because that punk always talked bad about black people. Read the philosophies of Marcus Garvey and all that crazy stuff he was talking about black Americans and black people then. He was separating them then from us. That's the problem that we got right now. We got them all mixed up and intertwined into our culture, like that punk, 100K.
What are you talking about?
Like that punk 100K, he a Haitian. So he ain't got no business even managing Bonham. Bonham shouldn't even, Muwop shouldn't even get down with homie like that. They should get up on under somebody else, man. Cause homie don't know our culture to be all over internet talking all that other shit, talking in codes, giving interviews to DJ Academic, and after DJ Academic said he gonna call the feds on Meek Mill. Man, come on, man. And he all online threatening the boy, talking crazy about the boy, and the boy say, man, I'm gonna whoop your ass, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You gonna call the police? You gonna antagonize the person? No, they shouldn't even talk to him. Get that he another punk from the island. Get that punk, get these punks out of our culture. They the problem in hip hop. They always been a problem in hip hop. Get them up out of here.
They say Academics are Jamaican.
Yeah, Academics Jamaican. He was wilding out on one of his things about how black people punks, when he was talking about when he was he whooped a white boy in college. He was wilding out on that show talking about black people punks. We don't know how I don't know how y'all do it in America, but we do this. We fight to the death. If you fight to the death, punk, why you in America? Why you in our culture? Go do some shit. Report about dance hall and reggae music. Report about that shit. Earn some money off your culture. Leave our culture alone. Leave our people alone.
And the Marg ain't donated to not one family in Chicago funeral, and he been talking about the shit for 15 years.
Yeah, and that shit, like he the one, not that he gave them people clout. He made people wanted to start putting all their crimes on YouTube. Nobody wasn't validating them people that was putting their crimes on social media and stuff like that. He validated that. He gave them a voice. He manipulated them young boys into sending them videos and doing all that shit on social media. He was the one that validated you doing that on social media. Before, people weren't doing on that social media. He got a blame.
And now the Marg turn around bragging about how much money he done made. He can stop right now. What the fuck? You ain't been contributing to no organization. You ain't been out in the streets giving away no bikes, no coats, or nothing since I've known you on the YouTube for the last 10 years.
They ain't been doing nothing but getting black men to incriminate themselves on social media and trying to drag the feds into locking these young black boys up that actually done made it out the hood, trying to do something different for themselves. Man, like we saying, if FGB he was killed out there, leave that shit in the street. Let his killers get killed out there like that. Get that shit off the internet. The mama shouldn't be on no internet with that. I understand she probably need money and they paying her to do interviews, but it's a way that you conduct yourself when you doing these interviews. And I love the sister, but I hate the fact that, I'm about this train. This train going over my head.
All right.
What you in EBT over there by St. Lawrence underneath the train track?
No, man, I'm all the way in New York visiting my wife and my daughter. See, I've been playing the coast for a long time too. I've been up in New York. I've been out in California, and I'm from Chicago. I graduated from Northern Illinois in DeKalb. I got a bachelor's of science in political science. So. And homie, I got a double-edged sword. I've been out here for a long time. A double-edged sword. Been out here for a long time. the punks that's on these things, man, they don't need to be talking about black people, especially Whack 100 with all his Republican talking points, man. Always want to blame black people for this and that. He another one, man. I really want to check their files. I want to check where their mothers and their grandmothers from. Don't tell me one side of the family here and one side of the family there. I really want to check where these punks from, because the way that they be talking crazy about black people and egging black people on, and then teaming up with some Hispanic. You know, in Chicago,
hey, bro,
we never got down like that.
Hey, bro, they say you got an IG or something. They trying to contact you, boy. We got 1,000 and
no, man, I don't even do no, man, homie. I don't even do no social media like that. That's how I've been keeping myself alive all these years. But this clubhouse thing, you know, I come in, chiming in and out. You know, my wife be telling me about different shit like that. But man, I don't really like what's going on. And I'm expecting for Big U to step up, because I know Big U too. Like I said, I spent 10 years of my life in California. I spent 3 years of my life living in Mexico. So I'm very familiar with the West Coast. I'm surprised he ain't stepping up. But like I said, the problem with black people is we ain't got no money. We ain't really got no wealth. So we got to go to these music execs and all these other people with our hands out to beg them for, you know, a check, and listen to whatever they got to say about us. You know, and we can't step up and say nothing on our own. But people should be defending, you know, Lil Durk and Jim Jones against that mark. You know, people, you know, even though Shotty ain't our people, man, they should be defending Shotty against that punk, man. They should be, man, this boy got into that dang thing like that, man, and use our culture like that. Man, that punk got to pay the price. He's supposed to pay the price. Defend Mel Matrix. Mel Matrix one of us. So defend Mel. Defend Shotty. Defend Nuke. Man, defend hard, man. This punk, he was way out of place. And the reason why they trying to sick the feds on Jim Jones is so they can clear the way for Tekashi. Everybody should be able to see the play now. They trying to clear the way. They attacking Lil Durk now. Smearing his name, talking about he with a tranny. Man, Durk shouldn't do no interviews with none of them punks. If he do an interview with them, man, I'd be really disappointed. I'd be very disappointed in him doing an interview with academics. And
I agree with you on that. I really feel like some of the YouTubers that be spreading the narrative like that be getting paid for that shit. And I think it's under the table, like more than just the YouTube views. So I just really feel like they be trying to get the feds involved on purpose. I think that's their only play.
Anytime you call a man a snitch and you campaigning that shit off of Francisco, what his name is? You know what I'm saying? Then a motherfucker come on your network and then goddamn it, you change your point of view, like, goddamn it, what they pay you. And then not only that, hold the fuck up. Then they say, like, look, man, we want you to come to Miami and we want you on our podcast. The same motherfucking podcast where I just showed y'all today. Like, goddamn it, this your manager. Why is he doing a nigga like that? Come on, bro. Right. Some motherfuckers ain't like, you think people smart, but they not, bro. Some people just not that smart. You got to tell them sometime, man. Tell your brother, tell your sister, please.
Contracts, man. Pay attention to who these people are advertising for. Pay attention to who they working with on the top. Pay attention to, you know, who probably sending them their check. Because you can kind of tell what some of these people narratives are by looking at who they work for. If a motherfucker working for the man but preaching the other way, you know what I'm saying? He working for a motherfucker that you know pay people to do fucked up shit on the or don't hurt the room. Or, you know, it's probably a 9 times out of 10 situation. He on the same shit.
Facts though. Hey, look though, we ain't even gonna point them out though. Good luck to them. Y'all know who they are, cause y'all can hear it in our tone. Y'all can feel it when you look in our eyes. Like when you do catch me on the internet, you can see my face, nigga. Look in my eyes, nigga. I'm not like these niggas, boy. I'm telling you, nigga. Pause it for a second. You won't understand it.
I did. Yeah, this shit getting spooky out here. My thing is to change the narrative. How do we defeat that by getting more money in the black households so people can protect themselves better?
Bro, this is mad though, bro. What if I told you that Chicago is damn near the biggest. It's the third largest city, and it's the blackest city, right? Ain't that something? But look, what if I told you that it is people that got jerk restaurants, motherfucking Italian beef restaurants, motherfucking burrito spots, all the shit you can name, clothing spots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Hey, bro, what if I told you they got all that? What if I told you the money is circulating through the neighborhood? But what if I tell you that that's a fucking threat?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
But check it out. You know, Chicago used to be, you know, the home of the black people who own the most homes of any city in America. Also 63rd over there on the west side. You know, that whole strip that the Koreans, you know, moved in on like the late 80s and the 90s. Black people owned all of that. All of those stores, the jewelry stores and all of that. You know, it wasn't until the factories. That factory shut down where black men was put out of work. But a lot of them restaurants that he's seeing in Chicago that's black owned, because my brother owned a restaurant in Chicago, they ain't really black owned. You know, they ain't really black owned. They look like us, but they ain't us. They not black owned. So kind of check that. City, look at that.
I'm from Carolina, like I be telling them earlier. Around here, anytime you go in any of the shit codes, the BPs, any of the hood, ain't no niggas owning them shit. You feel me? It's straight Africans and motherfucking other folks, and people tend to forget that. Like damn, like why the fuck ain't nobody got no stores? Why the fuck ain't nobody doing this? Why ain't nobody doing that? And I'd be like, yo, around here in this city, over here, or in this state, they get different tax cuts than we do. They get different opportunities. They get different everything here. I don't know if it's the same thing in every county, in every state.
Different loans, different business loans. Yes, they don't come here. You know what I'm saying? They could commit a crime in their country. That crime don't even follow them in this country. Man, they can do all types of shit. Like I know they be committing crimes going home. They be committing crimes going home. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I want people to know, man, don't be listening to these punks that's in New York. Man, ain't none of them from our culture. None of them don't share our lineage. Basically, none of them. The only person that really share our lineage like that is Nas. And it's a few more other people like that. Nas, Joe Budden, It's only a few, man. The rest of these punks, man, they from the Caribbeans and stuff like that, man. They not a part of us. They don't know our struggle. And in New York, where I'm at right now, visiting my wife and my daughter, man, they try to treat, it's small pockets of black people here and there. They try to treat black people like shit. They totally locked us out of the economy in New York. We can't even sell no drugs in New York. You got to get your drugs from some Dominican, some Puerto Rican, some Mexican, or some Haitian, or something like that. Man, we ain't got really nothing going on in New York.
The Africans and the Haitians here don't even fuck with us. Like, they just spit about us, and motherfucker, you be out there trying to learn French and shit so you can hear the nut ass shit they be saying. And when you finally do realize the shit they be saying, you realize, hey, they look at us worse than they think of the white people.
Man, on the low, they are white.
You look at the white people.
Hey, man, no.
Fuck with niggas.
No, that's not.
Tell me that though, with niggas.
Hey, that's not.
Other people with.
That's not true, because the large group of black people that actually voted for Barack Obama, the largest group was black men. The first time that he ran for president, it was like almost 87 to 90% of black men voted for President Obama. As a matter of fact, it was more black men that voted for President Obama than black women the first time around. So black people do stick together on issues. Black people stick together. That's why you got the 1964 Civil Rights Act, the 1965 Civil Rights Act, the Immigration Act, I think it was 1965 too. All of these different things that we have fought for here show and prove that black people stick together. We have been sticking together.
When the Civil Rights Act, did Martin Luther King give up the Republican vote to be Democrat to Lyndon B. Johnson in '64 for the Civil Rights Act?
Man, listen, the Republican, listen to me. The Republican Party of today is not the same as the Republican Party back then. Okay, so the platform ideology changed over the years, and the reason why a lot of black people was riding with conservatism because deep down inside, black people are super conservative because we have the religious beliefs. You know what I'm saying? That aligns us with those ideologies.
Right?
Man, we ain't signed over no rights, man. Nothing like that, man. We got rights pushed forward during those times.
Before we had hardware stores, we had liquor stores, we had gas stations. In 2021, we don't have a gas station, a liquor store, or a convenience store.
That's
what you're saying, my brother. But I remember that my people, Republicans, up in 1964, when Martin Luther King signed the Democratic vote for Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
He said, once I get Martin Luther King to sign over the Democratic vote of black folks, I had y'all voting Democrat for the next 100 years. Now we're trying to go Republican.
I hear what you're saying. But we ain't give away our rights. The fact of the matter that we don't have those stores and we don't have those different entrepreneurial things right now is the testament of policies and laws designed by the federal government, state government, and local government to basically disenfranchise us all around the board. If you don't have no capital to put back in your business is going to fold. The federal government has propped all of these companies up, like Tesla. Look how much money Tesla been receiving from the federal government, and they trying to make it seem like Elon Musk is some type of genius. This boy done received like $5 billion from the federal government to produce these electric and self-driving cars, and he ain't really produced nothing. You know what I'm saying? You look at Microsoft, all the money that the federal government has given to subsidies to Microsoft. Same thing to Amazon. These white boys and all these people that come over here that get these federal handouts is not geniuses. The fact of the matter that we still surviving off of all of the stuff that they done did to us here in America proves our resilience and our genius. And we not able to get these federal government loans and stuff like that for our businesses. Even when they just gave us these PPP loans that they was giving to these small business owners wasn't enough for them to hire extra employees and to stock up on stuff. It wasn't enough money. They don't never give us enough money or don't give us enough money at all to reinvest in our businesses. They, in fact, take our businesses away from us. They bring other people from other countries and give them money to start up the hair weave business and all of these hair companies in our neighborhoods and stuff like this, these gas stations and stuff like that. And you got to remember too, a lot of these people also coming from these different countries, it's a lateral transfer, meaning they had bread and they had status and they had education before they came to the United States of America. And when they had this, they come here to the United States of America in these communities where we don't have bread, we don't have resources, we don't have that level of education, and we don't have that status. So how can we compete with them in regards to business?
We gotta stop blaming niggas.
Could you explain what's happening in the economic field with these corporations vertically integrating? Could you expound on that?
Yeah, of course. They don't want to make a black middle class. If you make a black middle class, can't nobody really compete with us. So they'll bring these people over from India,
So we're talking about Apple and Amazon?
Not just Apple and Amazon. You've looked at Microsoft. Actually, the federal government, I think, just sued one of them and won a case. They got to pay like $14 million because they refused to hire Americans. They have chosen to hire people and recruit people from different countries to come work at their company. That's how all them been doing that to lock us out the loop. Even in New York, when and like in the 60s and the 70s, when you did have black nurses up here, you had black women cleaning houses and stuff like that. They brought the people in from the Caribbean to replace them as nurses and to replace them.
I don't want to cut you off because I don't want you to get too far. When you say cut off, when you say cut us off the loop, isn't that part of why they allow immigration to come in to wind us out too?
Man, I think they're allowing immigration in, you know, for the fact of trying to compete with China for cheap labor. I think they purposely trying to make America into a third world continent, you know, North America into a third world continent, or the United States of America into a third world country, because they want to be able to compete for labor. They bringing all these people in because they really don't have to pay them, you know, that benefit package. They don't have to pay them, you know, a certain amount of wages. Man, people in America, even white people, ain't doing certain jobs for this amount of money that they paying us.
So,
you know,
let me ask you this: if we do become a third world country,
but black
what
people,
would be
black people don't want to.
That it's a black folk, Sam.
If they make United States of America a third world country, see, black people is used to living in subpar standards. You know, you talking about in Southern Illinois now, they still got outhouses. So it's going to be the other people in the United States of America that ain't used to living subpar. Even the poor white people ain't used to living like black people live in these major cities. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't really going to be able to survive also because of the cost of living in the United States of America if they keep on bringing these people in. You know, our status go lower and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But and to our testament, I think, you know, this thing that they had to create a racial category of people or ethnic category of people like Hispanics to outweigh us. I really believe that black people in the United States of America is the largest ethnic group in the United States of America. Solid. I mean,
it's 41 million African Americans. There's 38 million like Mexicans.
Well, it's like 40. They estimated it to be like 46 million to 50 million black people, but you got to take into consideration all the Haitians, Jamaicans, and Nigerians that make up that number. So it's probably like more so like maybe 10,000 of them and like maybe, you know, 10 million of them. And then maybe like 35, 36 million of us.
Let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this. So it's not a lot of the immigrants coming to North America that's of African descent and Caribbean. That's not the majority of the immigrants that's doing what you said when it comes to taking jobs and doing the gas station stuff. Africans and Caribbean, let me just say this, Africans and Caribbean brothers and sisters only make up less than 2%. But when you include them in the overall population of who we are as African or black people, don't you think it makes sense for us to network with other blacks instead of saying like having this xenophobic mindset?
Oh, okay.
Of saying,
so
like, we anti-black and all that.
So this in Gozy. I know who it is. I can see it in the voice. Man, homie, check this out, man. That you talking about xenophobia. Phobia, it's a fear. It's fear and phobia. I don't fear none of them. I fuck them up. And people in Chicago will fuck them up. Ain't no Jamaicans calling no shots in Chicago. But what I'm saying, dog, you asked me a question. I'm
from Chicago too.
I know you from Chicago. I've been hearing you across these blogs. Like I say, my wife be tuning me in. Hey, check this out, homie. Is you can't look at the raw number of them having jobs versus the raw number of us having jobs. You have to look at our unemployment rate and compare our unemployment rate to their unemployment rate. You got to look at how many of us, you know, percentage-wise get accepted into these Ivy League schools versus the how many of them get accepted percentage-wise to these Ivy League schools, or how many of them own businesses percentage-wise to how many of us own businesses percentage-wise. You can't take the raw number. You can't. And you got a bachelor of science in whatever whenever field of study that you have. So you then took statistics.
Yeah. But
right. So and you know the margin, what a marginal error is, and different things of that nature. So you can't take the raw number and compare and compete. But what you saying is group up with them. I don't think that we have to. I think we got to disaggregate us from them, because we have to look at the special conditions of Black people in the United States of America. Once again, we're dealing with people that's coming into the country who are of economic status, who are of this social status, and is coming. They coming into the country competing with people who ain't got that. So
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So I don't think that we should team up with them. And as a matter of fact, the hatred that they have shown, throughout all of these cities in the United States of America, especially in the cities where they overpopulate us, from like Los Angeles, California, New York City, and places like Boston and Florida and stuff.
You talking about the Hispanics or the Africans?
I'm not just talking about Hispanics. I'm talking about all immigrants in general. Man, they ain't got no love for us, and they don't show no love for us. And in Chicago, as a matter of fact, when we did try to accept them in Chicago, you know what the Nigerians did? They helped them flood our community with heroin. It was one point in time in the 80s through the early 2000s where you had to go to the Nigerians for heroin in Chicago. That's the type of things that they then rewarded us with grouping together with them in the United States of America.
So let me ask you this, though. Right. See, what I'm trying to say, what I'm saying is whose fault is that, though? I mean, I'm just saying, first, let me just say this. It's Europeans or these, I know this your blog. I don't want to say, I don't know how y'all get on when it comes to other groups of people or race or whatever.
Listen, speak freely, man. This on Death for the Clock.
Okay, so let me just say this. Okay, King, let me just say this. That's the cracker fault for allowing this shit to happen. It ain't the continental African fault, and it's not the African American fault. It's up to the African American to come together collectively and build and do what they supposed to do, collectively, like other groups of people when it comes to survival. Look, I'm from Chicago just like you, King, and I see what's going on. We not unified up here. The shit that's going on with Lil Durk in this case with the brother talking about, they doing all this talking publicly, saying stupid shit and doing whatever because they don't understand the code and they're not unified. These young niggas going wild. So with that being said, the unification when it comes black people in America are not homogenous. We're not a monolith. We're not on one accord. We're not on code. And when people can see this globally, hey, we can go in this community and make money off these people. They don't stand for nothing. They're not sticking together. They're not working together collectively. It makes it easy for the foreigner to do that. So what I'm trying to say is that
because we fight amongst each other.
So man, exactly. We fight amongst one another.
Let me speak to that after Ngozi, please.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that look, my mother's a continental African. My mother's Fulani. My father's African American. I never seen I do see some Africans that can be xenophobic, but all continental Africans are not like that. They don't be on that bias shit. But you got African Americans who do the same shit amongst one another. We know the war between well, them can't get caught in certain areas and territories in certain time periods. So be realistic globally about what's going on with black people. That's all I'm gonna say, yo.
So I'm gonna speak to some points that you make by you saying that black people ain't homogenous in the United States of America. I want to point out to you that probably over 87% of black people that are eligible to vote and actually vote for the Democratic Party. Also, I want you to understand that those three major, Western religions? So you got Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. We belong to Christianity in a huge percent, probably like over 60% of us. Speaking to homogenism. Also, our background as far as basically where we all come from. We coming from that Mississippi Delta region. It's coming up from Mississippi Delta to Arkansas, to Southern Illinois, to Chicago, Illinois, branching out to Philadelphia, et cetera, et cetera. That is showing homogenation as well. As far as our culture, we all have the same culture here in the United States of America if you're from that lineage. So we are very homogenistic. You know, when you're speaking about that, and then you saying that it's our fault and it's the white man's fault as well, because you double talk when you said that. You said it's the white man's fault and it's our fault that immigrants are able to come over and do it. Agree that it is white people's fault because they giving them money to come over here and placing them in our neighborhoods to do these type of things. Another thing that you said is that we not sticking together. We not grouping our finances up to do these things in the United States of America to try to compete. Dog, when the federal government is giving other people money to run people are still in church. They still in church.
Let's bring the numbers up.
Share the mic.
Go ahead.
I'm from South Africa, and I grew up here also in the States. And just to let y'all know, I talk to my family all the time, and just to let y'all know that we love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all's culture. We love everything that y'all do because it is very reflective to who we are too. So I just want to make that clear because I was in a room earlier and there was some lady who was running and her name was like Jan or something like that. And she is convinced that all Africans hate black people or all Africans don't.
Oh man, speak to it. Please speak to it.
And so I have to stress the fact that not only do we love y'all, we emulate y'all too. And that is the most obvious form of flattery that you can
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I just want y'all to know that for sure that we got nothing but love for y'all.
And please tell them, South African, that y'all identify yourself as black as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, let me tell you.
I got kicked out of room. I got kicked out of room yesterday because I was expressing that very point. I say just because you got this stereotypical propaganda going through state-controlled medias trying to conform us to these false beliefs, our people love us in Africa.
Love each, I'm telling
you know what I'm saying? And we know they love us because we got people that have. I FaceTime with them all the time, and I be trying to help them start business, etc. So, brother South African can tell you better than I can.
I would agree with that if I wasn't here around some.
And let me tell y'all how much we know that y'all love us. Because when we were going through apartheid in South Africa, and I don't know if y'all know what apartheid is.
I know what you're talking about.
That is the legalization of racism. That is the legalization of racism. Literally, I could not be friends. I could not be around any white folks unless I'm working. So we had to move around with passes all over the city because you could not be in white neighborhoods unless you worked for them. That's it. So my thing is that when that was going on, so many African American artists were fighting for us. They were putting their careers on the line. They were going to protest. They were going to the Capitol up there at the Washington D.C. They were trying their best to put sanctions against the South African government because they were saying, look, if y'all are doing this to the black people there, then y'all don't deserve to make money out here. Even Tracy Chapman, her music was so inspirational, they banned her from South Africa. So we know y'all love us too.
No doubt. We got a special relationship with South Africa. No doubt. But another thing that I want to point at and how South Africa is different from the other countries on the African continent, in their census, they separate them according to that, whether it's color, black, it's mixed. I forgot what they call them. Mixed.
Yeah, the biracial,
right.
The biracial
color. Right. But
they call them colors.
No, I'm talking about their actual census. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised. Like I was saying earlier, I got a great grandmother that was born in 1890 in Chicago. Straight up, she was born in she was born in Chinatown, but it wasn't Chinatown then.
That's dope.
It wasn't Chinatown 10 on 22nd and Cermak. Her mother actually, left her on the doorstep of a church in Chinatown. So I got 7 generations born in Chicago. But what I'm saying back to South Africa, we do have a special relationship, with South Africa. But also, I agree that the South Africans been calling themselves black. But the rest of these people, they had really no reason to call themselves black, until they got to the United States of America. And also, man, if y'all love us like that, like you say y'all love us, y'all should be able to reciprocate the support that we showed y'all when y'all was going through y'all apartheid thing, what we going through with the police killing all of these unarmed black people in America.
Chicago.
Y'all should have did the same thing.
Excuse me, Chicago. I just got to say this, bro. You got to go back and go into your historical materialism, because I'm gonna tell you why.
Material.
Material. Look, they is an undeveloped country, bro. You can't ask an undeveloped country to help. An undeveloped country can't help us. We got to help them.
No,
we live in the richest country in the world, bro.
Social justice don't really require no money.
The social justice requires money.
Social justice just require a voice.
No. Social justice requires money. You got to organize. You got to formulate. You got to structure. You got to give a policy, etc. All that costs money, bro. When you see, you know who funded the resistance against apartheid. You got to know your history, bro. You're giving them misinformation. You telling us over here that Africa to help us.
It's a lot of continental Africans that get killed in America by white police too, man. I'm going back putting this shit on the cracker. I'm not putting none of my brothers.
That
part right there.
Again, Ngozi, you can't compare the raw numbers. You gotta use statistical data to compare. Compare the percentages. Compare the percentages.
Let's talk about the percentages.
Excuse me, can we get a
Let me respond to the brother. Let's talk about the percentages. It's more African Americans than recent continental Africans. So of course there'll be more more African Americans being killed by the police than the continental Africans. But what I'm trying to say is that
that's not even true. Hold
on, but let me just say this. When these racists see someone of darker pigmentation, like a lot of continental Africans that was killed over here, they didn't see them as being Nigerian or Ethiopian or Somali.
When they go to get that loan, first of all, white people don't define who I am. That's number one. Number two, when they go to get them loans, they know who they are. They know who they are, and when they pulling them over, they see your name. When they pull your license plates up and they in the car, they see that name popped up. They know our last name is Smith, Jones, Johnson, Williams, Brown, Black. They know who we are. They know who we are.
All black people is inheritedly black, bro.
Yo, wait, hold on.
Man, that's not what that term.
Black, bro.
That's not what that term was used for. That was used for us here, man.
And when y'all say that they ain't doing what they doing, Africa then suffered way more than we gonna ever suffer.
Man, dog, stop that.
Watch this.
Stop
How many people you think supposed to exist on the continent of Africa right now?
Dude, stop that. And I don't want to
be 3 billion people on the continent of Africa that look like black people. It's only 700 million, bro.
I'm not trying to turn
extinct.
I don't want to bash. I don't want to bash Africans, and I don't want. Well, all I'm saying is this: is that I believe that the same amount of effort that we have put into them over the years, when they was in trouble, they should put into us. Also, I believe that when we talking about issues like was FBG Duck moms able to move her son or her children out of this community, and you're not looking at all of the factors because you don't know all the factors because you don't come from where we come from. What I'm saying is that get your ass out of our business. That's all I'm saying,
man. You ain't making
get
no
y'all
sense,
ass
bro.
out of our business. I'm not making our sense.
They historically part of your business, bro. What is you saying? How you gonna separate us?
Yeah, by them selling us in slavery.
Your
That's
business
it.
is this here. Stop
That's our business.
In Illinois. That's what y'all do. The South Side.
Dog. We not killing people like that in Chicago. So stop putting that fake narrative out.
Hello?
You must not on the
Hold on for 1 second. 1 second, man. We got the ladies. We got the ladies involved, man. Listen, 1 second, gang. 1 second. Hey, listen, man. If y'all ain't already following Death for the Cloud Chaser, hit that clubhouse at the top. It's the green house. If you're not talking, like right now, somebody got their music playing. Please mute yourself. You know what I mean? Then when you start to speak, you can unmute yourself, talk your shit. Put yourself back on mute, you dig? But look though, at the end of the day, we got over 1,000 people. We already at 30,000 views on this particular video. You know what I mean? So like, make it make sense, man. 100.
Bro, shout out.
Let me, Big Chuck. If I can say something, man, let me say something, please.
No.
Okay, I can't.
Yo, let me tell Dan.
Can I just hold on, bro. Let me let OG say something, man, because OG, he in a very particular place, you know what I'm saying, in life, and I definitely want to hear what he got to say because he might shed some light on some shit that, you know what I'm saying, is gonna help these youth, you dig? So like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if y'all hear the voice, but we don't gotta say the name, you hear me? But people that's in tune, they know what's going on. Talk to me though.
Yeah. But the thing, I don't want to sound dogmatic, but I've been going around these clubhouses, and a lot of brothers and sisters is really getting hung on, putting us against each other. Man, look, if a Nigerian come over here, whether he say he Nigerian, Sudan, Sudanese, Ethiopia, or Kenyan, whatever it is, right? Whether it's hair straight, crooked, whatever, kinky, a strong textured or whatever, with voice deep, whatever, that don't take away who they are to us.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? You can look at the pool of Mexicans, and that's all that word mean is mixed. What New African mean is mixed. That means we are a new African people. That means we come out of our struggle through slavery. You know what I'm saying? And we come into a civil rights movement, et cetera, those who know the business. Now, my thing is this. When we look at Africa in praise. We don't pick it apart and say, well, you better come over here. No. This crap over here is not good for none of us. Not them, not us. Just because the system has colonized them inside of their system like it has us and try to use them to make them think that they work real hard and they do all these right things and try to put them in a position of power over us and make them feel like we the losers because we didn't work. But we've been working over here all our lives. They took funds from our ancestors. They took businesses in Black Wall Street from our ancestors after we didn't work for it. They didn't give us nothing. Never gave us nothing. We always worked, and we always worked hard for everything we didn't achieve in America. We don't have nothing to be apologetic for, but we should be apologetic for sitting up here creating this wedge between our people, whether they be from Philippines, whether they be from El Salvador, whether they be from Dominican, whether they be from Puerto Rican,
and El Salvador.
Listen, you don't know nothing about black. You don't know nothing about the black diaspora. Whether they be from Africa, whether they be from anywhere.
Bam, I'm gonna let you respond to him. Give me 1 second, bro. Let him finish out his whole thing, man. Go ahead, OG. Ricky, go ahead, finish up.
Go ahead, Ricky.
We listening to
He
you.
might be in the cipher.
Brother Ricky, you there?
Hey.
before Ricky come in, I just want to elaborate on Haiti. You got to realize Haiti one of the last strongest nations of black people.
Facts.
So look like can you hear us now, Ricky?
He probably gonna come back in.
Yeah, he gonna come back in.
I cannot.
Hey, Bam, go ahead. Hey, Bam, go ahead.
Something happened with that knocked me out, so I don't know what happened.
Hey, finish what you were saying though, Ricky, because I want.
Only thing I want, look, I'm a pro-black new African man. I don't impose nothing on nobody. Your belief is your belief, but however you chose to live is your business. But let's not come in and hurt our people by continuing the divide and conquer concept. You see what I'm saying? We already got enough stuff in these inner cities, urban areas, and et cetera. You know what I'm saying? We have to find ways to get to a common denominator that allow us to move and do things together in harmony. See, what we doing right now, when a person say to you, well, y'all got to do, no. These are black people too. These people is way more, if you want to get technical, blacker than we'll ever be. Because we the only people in the history of the world, in the United States of America, was deprived of any form of socially, culturally, politically, economically, and military. We was wiped out completely. Rest of them and all the diaspora and all of them, they was allowed to hold on to their African culture. So we are the messed up people here. So we have to go in our own mind and our get a concept of who we are and where we come from. It's our responsibility as a nation inside of America. There's 55 million of us over here. We got a GDP of trillions of dollars annually, and we haven't figured out how to coalesce black life in harmony to save the interests of our children and our women and et cetera. And we constantly having arguments about who's black and who's not. We all black. The world is black. White people is black. Did y'all know that? This is how dangerous it get. When you get informed as to what the business is, you're gonna learn that hey, white people is black, they just happen to have a defect. And that defect comes from a mutation during that birth in which you had albinos that come up out of these black families in the continent of Africa. Now the curse is they made the mistake and ostracized these people into categories. So I'm not gonna go into that. A lot of people get sensitive about that. But my point is this: we have to get away from creating politics that push us away from each other instead of unite us under one banner, man.
Facts. Hey, and me being African and growing up here, just to respond to the brother who was saying to mind my business. You are my business, brother. I love you. I will die for you. And I would do anything for your family the same way I would do for mine. And let me show you even more how much I mean that. I took, when the Black Panther movie came out here in the city, in Oklahoma City, I took 150 kids in the inner city to go watch the Black Panther movie who couldn't afford it. And before I took them out there, I gave them a lecture in regards to the ancient African civilizations and even here in the Americas that existed thousands of years ago that movie is literally emulated. And I did that wise because I understand that a lot of y'all don't know where y'all come from, and that's not fair. So any way that I can help do that, I will. So you are my business, man, even though you don't want it to be, and I will do anything for you.
Man, hey, Bam.
Hey, man, check it out, right? Certain things, I wouldn't even try to go back and forth with them more because, again, the one brother who just spoke, he doesn't know enough about us here in the United States of America to even go back and forth talking with him in regards to the conversation, in regards to the topic. Point A is because of the fact that he said that he took a group of black kids from Oklahoma City to see the Black Panther when the screenplay that was written about the villain in the movie was supposedly depicting a black person in the United States of America. So I would think that he would take them to something else. So I'm not even gonna try to debate with him on that topic. The brother that who was speaking.
What's your logic in that? For that?
Well, bro, you got ego on you, bro.
Hold on, dude. I let y'all go. I never said anything else. I'm not gonna go back and forth with y'all because y'all don't know enough about our history. The brother that was speaking, yes, because you just said that. Black Panther movie, the villain in the movie was a representation of black people in America.
Talk your shit.
That's not what I talked to.
No, that was the villain.
Who was the villain?
What's the boy named? Killmonger. Killmonger was the villain.
B. Jordan?
Yeah, he was a villain. His father,
black Americans.
But what I'm saying is that the villain in the movie was depicted as a black American.
Hey, Bam, who wrote?
And all of these champion people. Listen, I don't even want to get into that because I don't want to go because that's like I said, I don't want to go back and forth with that because Ngozi might have enough information to go back and forth with me, but that one brother he don't. The other brother that was speaking before him, he double talked. He said that black people did all of these resilient things in the United States of America. Then he finished off his last point by saying, we the ones that's messed up here. But in the fact of the matter, all of them is coming over here. We not jumping the boats, going to the Caribbean and going to Africa. But listen. Hey, I let you go. Like I said, I'm not finna go back and forth with you on that because you don't know enough about us. You don't know the statistical data as far as you saying that we got all of this. Dude, you don't. You would know that white dude. Okay, so let me ask you this. The wealth in the United States of America, can you explain to me or give the percentages or even the amount of wealth that white people have in the United States of America and the amount of wealth that black people have in the United States of America? Give me the number.
$1,000 to the black family and $100.
No, I'm talking overall. Somebody white people.
Google it.
Listen, overall, white people got $115 trillion of household wealth in the United States of America. Black people have 6.6, close to $7 trillion of household wealth in the United States of America. Right?
What's your point?
My point is this, and let me go further.
Hold on. Let me say this, brother. Hold on. Go ahead. Fuck up. What do you mean? What's his point when you heard that? Come on, my brother. Are you an agent or are you with the people? Let me know.
I'm trying to figure out
just let me listen.
That was a good question. What's his point?
Listen.
Let me numbers, bro.
Listen. Can I go break down the numbers even more? Of that 6.6 trillion or $7 trillion that we estimated of having a wealth, we have like 500 million in the stock market, over 3 trillion of that, or over like 60% of that 6.7 million is in the hand of baby boomers, the people that got pensions and own homes. So it's really like maybe $2 trillion really of household wealth that we have liquid assets in the United States of America, black people. So now you include all of these athletes, all of these rappers that got all of this big change of money, and you can see the rest of the people in the United States of America that's black, we ain't really got nothing. That's why the numbers matter. We don't really have nothing. And this number includes the people from the diaspora that's coming here, that's of African descent. Those numbers include them. They really don't have nothing neither. That's why those numbers matter. Listen, I let you go. I let you go.
You still going. You still going though, brother.
But you was keeping
us rhetoric. Y'all giving us no facts.
Listen, I'm giving you
up out of where?
No, I'm not pulling those numbers up. Dude. Just Google. You can Google. You can Google the Federal Reserves numbers of household wealth. Speaking to the brother,
numbers, bro.
Because what I'm saying to you is this: we don't have the resources to even help ourselves out of this situation.
That's not true, bro. You bankrupt, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Because
no, you still cutting me off. You still cutting me off.
You ain't stopped
with the 17 with the other brother.
Wait. One at a time, y'all. Wait.
We need one mic so that we can hear what everyone is saying. Because we want to hear what everybody is saying, please. One mic, thank you.
With the brother that said that we got $17,000, $17,000 of wealth in the United States of black people, each family. It's not $17,000. It's more like $1,700 because they was including our depreciating assets in our wealth level. So depreciating assets is like your car that you have. You got a title to an old beat up car, or you got a couch, or you got a no. It's it's $1,700 is the average level of wealth of a black family in the United. What I'm saying to you, that number is off because they use depreciating assets like your couch, like your car. We are talking about liquid money. Liquid money is like wealth money. Money that you can just go grab out of the bank and get to your people here and get to your people.
Bro, what's your point, though?
My point is if we saying that we got $1,700 per black household of wealth, we don't have no money. 17. Listen, and I'm telling you the number that they put. The numbers that they put, those are depreciating assets. That's why that number is high. But you look at the average. Look at the average income.
Man. Ooh. This was a debate. Real talk. You dig? Like, oh, man. Y'all get them likes up, man. Y'all share this on Facebook and Twitter, man. It's definitely the Cloud Chaser TV, man. If y'all don't know what's going on, man, pay attention. You dig? It's definitely the Cloud Chaser TV. Gang.